chose again. A different story, different way. Will you find your happiness? Or more of just the same? More of just the same. 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 Say you chose again. A different story, different way. Will you find your happiness? Or more of just the same? More of just the same. 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 Just the same.
Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Today with the semi-finals of Toweleeeie's amazing tournament. It's been some super epic games so far. We've got $600 on the line, total prize money. And here today with BoYcaH versus SiZe in an epic best of 13. I am actually 1 minute behind, so we're going to quickly log on online. And we're going to get straight into this. I'm going to recap on the rules and who's been knocked out so far. So we're down to the last 4 players inside of this tournament right now. I'm just going to host this game and I'll quickly show you the bracket to remind you who knocked who out. We're actually on DEFCON 6. That's actually lucky because that's going to be the first map, and you'll remember it's going to be an air mirror. Best of 13 means first to win 7 games. And we have 2 top players at the moment, BoYcaH versus SiZe. So yeah, with this tournament, we started the top 8 players, or what I thought, or me and the sponsor thought were top 8 players in the world, down to 4. So you could say at the moment these are probably the top 4 players in the world that are left in this tournament right now, at least in 1v1 for sure. Anyway, so I'm going to show you the bracket from last time, so you remember. I actually updated the bracket on the recently. The bracket and the full rules is also in the description. I'm just going to quickly change the screen. So hopefully you can see that right now. So remember, we're Toweleeeie's Invitationals 2020, so you had to be specially invited. Only the top 8 players in the world. I am your streamer, host, and ref throughout the whole of this tournament. $500 first prize, $100 second prize, $600 total prize pool. There's nothing for third place because there's only 8 players in this. Didn't really make sense. Players remaining, we have BoYcaH, we have XCal, we have Vivid, and we have SiZe. Today we're going to see BoYcaH against SiZe. Obviously those 2 players there. Eliminated, we have Fargo, Asus, Shay, and Google. I'll quickly show you who knocked them out in just 1 second. So remember, all the games are best of 13. Our first game is going to be on Air Mirror on DEFCON 6. Second game is always going to be Try to Mirror on Liquid Gold. And then there's a bunch of matchups that you can choose, and obviously there will be the reverse. Games are normally going to be on Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. However, the XCal versus Vivid, so obviously we've got BoYcaH versus SiZe here, and the XCal versus Vivid game has actually been arranged by Monday. That's by an exception because Vivid's time zone is a lot different to some of the other players here, so we've had to kind of make an exception. So Monday, 15 GMT. I know I originally set that stream up to be on Sunday. I think that would be tomorrow. I'm actually losing track of days. That would have been tomorrow, but actually that's been moved now. So it's Monday, 15 GMT. So you literally in 2 days. So yeah, let's have a recap of the tournament. We had BoYcaH against Owen Cover in the first quarterfinals. That is Asus. He was a bit of a landslide victory. I think it was a 6-0. I actually haven't got the scores written down here. I'm pretty sure it was a 6-0. Spoiler alert, by the way. There is a spoiler here. SiZe versus Thor, aka Google. SiZe just nicked that. I think he won that by just 1 game. So we've got SiZe versus BoYcaH there. On the other side, we have XCal and Shay. XCal knocked out Shay. I don't actually remember the score. I really need to put on here the score, don't I? Or Toweleeeie does, actually, because Toweleeeie did make this bracket. Vivid and Fargo. Vivid knocked out Fargo after loads and loads of easies from Fargo. Vivid then knocked him out and said easy peasy as he knocked him out. So we've got XCal, Vivid, and a BoYcaH SiZe today. Yeah, XCal Vivid will be obviously Monday. Right, okay, we need to kick some people. And we've got an Air Mirror on DEFCON 6. Now, people sometimes put a bit of a face at this and say, oh, really? Why an Air Mirror on such a massive map? Well, if you've watched all of these so far, all the quarterfinals, all 4 sets that we've seen so far, you will see, what's this going about? The game has actually started DoMiNaToR winning. Okay. All of the games so far in DEFCON 6 have been truly amazing so far. I can't remember actually which one was the best. I think it might have been was it Fargo and Vivid? There's been some wild strats, or actually maybe it was SiZe and Google. I think was probably the closest one, because actually SiZe looked like he was dominating. He had like 4 war factories in the middle, spamming loads and loads of Vs, but then suddenly Google kind of overtook him and then amassed his own amount of Vs. There was also a leaflet on the Comanches, and then an A10 killed the Comanches. So yeah, there's been some super epic games. So yeah, please nobody say anything negative about this matchup on this map yet, because until you've seen it, Don't judge it. Trust me. Trust me on that. Right, we've got big size. Just waiting for him to accept. I think we're just going to play straight away. Best of 13, remember? First to win 7 games. Welcome to Pasha, by the way. Thank you for following the channel. Look forward to seeing you around. Yeah, I did do some spoilers there, to be fair. But again, to be fair to myself, if I can say that, then there has been a week since these other games. I mean, if you haven't caught up yet, you're probably never going to catch up. So yeah, spoiler alert. We're down to the last 4 players. Again, massive shout out to Toweleeeie. Massive $600 that he's put into this tournament. The prize pool wouldn't be happening without him. So a massive shout out to him. Nice job, Toweleeeie. He's in the chat as well, by the way. So if you want to say hi to him, he's in the chat. Right, first game, we've got DEFCON 6. We've got big size in the top left in the orange with the USA Air Force. SiZe has been playing a lot lately, so you can imagine he's going to be on his A game. Bottom right, we've got BoYcaH, also playing a lot. World Series winner. He's in the Air Force in the red. In the bottom right side of this DEFCON 6. Little change that I've made that you may notice or you may not notice is I've actually upped my FPS. So my monitor is actually capable of actually doing something crazy. I think I can actually play on I think I can play on 480. I don't know how real that is though. That's probably what my graphics card is putting out, but I don't think that's... I think I've messed it up now. What was it on? Put it on 110 or something. I think my monitor is capable... I can't remember what it is capable of. 144 maybe? Something like that. But actually, since changing it, I think it does make things more smoother. Like, more... That's not a sentence. More smooth. Just like when things are moving across the screen, like V's and stuff. Sometimes they're a little bit sluggish across the screen, and you can see them kind of refreshing as they move across the screen. But since I changed that, I actually think it's better. So if you can up your FPS, I recommend you do it. Obviously, you have to have a monitor capable of doing it, and the graphics card capable of doing it. But if you can, then I actually recommend it. Got 2 supplies, 2 airfields from SiZe, and he's dropped down a barracks a little bit later. Whereas BoYcaH's going for more the eco boom. He's got 2 ranges in the back of his base ready to capture that oil. He's also got a supply there, and he's got his first Raptor out now. SiZe is here. If he's quick, he can probably shut down... Ooh... I mean, we're talking like just a couple of HP or 1 second difference there, and that would have made a massive difference to the game, because that would have been 3k lost for BoYcaH there, being the dozer and the supply. So that's a really good start by BoYcaH, and the fact that one of SiZe's split firers missed there as well, that's another good point for BoYcaH. So BoYcaH off with a more eco boom, and so far it is paying off. If you're doing this a more aggressive style that SiZe is doing, you have to be able to punish the eco boom that BoYcaH is doing, and so far it's not really done that much. He stopped 1 ranger and that is it, but BoYcaH's making a second anyway. We've got another supply going down for BoYcaH in the middle. That dozer has finally been picked off. There's 2 rangers to capture this here, and also these 2 rangers here. So BoYcaH's economy now is way ahead of SiZe. He probably could do with 1 more Chinook there though. But he's got like 3 supplies. And he's going to have like, what, 6 oils? Maybe 8 oils very soon. SiZe punishing BoYcaH in the middle. He's picked off the dozer and then picked off the supply. But BoYcaH's still got the Chinook, so he can just long distance collect. So yeah, SiZe going for the more units, and BoYcaH going for a very different strategy, which is the more eco, and then he'll transition into units a little bit later on. So BoYcaH trying to split fire here. Doesn't quite achieve it, but is he going to achieve it now? He is, and SiZe does not move his ranger out of the way. SiZe bringing his Raptors up to the top here, going to hit this supply. It does take 3 Raptors to take down a supply. Even if a couple of missiles miss, I think you can still do it. BoYcaH, nice defense there. So a few attacks from SiZe have not actually gone fully his way. And I think one of the reasons sometimes they don't fire all of their missiles is because the terrain is slightly higher in places on DEFCON. As you can see, the terrain difference is massive. So sometimes that does impact the Raptors. SiZe continuing to pick off the dozers, but BoYcaH is building more and more dozers. He's also got a supplier drop down in the middle and dropping down a war factory. SiZe now going for more oils and now expanding to another supply here. But BoYcaH's economy, I mean, I wish I could see the total amount that they've both collected because I'm sure BoYcaH's way ahead. SiZe now coming in with 2 Raptors here. Is he going to be able to hit that though? Ooh, 2 full Raptors on 1 Ranger? Don't really know how I feel about that. I suppose at least he stopped 1. Okay, so the game is evening out a little bit. I wouldn't say BoYcaH's got a massive advantage, but I still do favour his economy. He's collecting with 3 Chinooks there. I think he can... I think he could probably at least put 1 in the center. This is going to be denied here. SiZe actually upgrading to a 2nd War Factory, and there is a V now coming across the map. You see, that's where I think is smoother, like the V moving across the map. We've got Raptors coming across. And the War Factory SiZe is not having too much luck. Oh, there we go. He does bring a Raptor to finish it. It's actually got Vet 2 on it as well now. But that War Factory is going to be rebuilt. SiZe is dropping down another airfield in the middle. Got 3 Rangers at the top, just killing the oil the slow way. Rather than just capturing it, he's actually just choosing to attack it instead. We could bring in Comanches across the map, and those are there picked off from SiZe. BoYcaH's now got these already in the base of SiZe. So when those Raptors land, they will be able to be picked off. SiZe now bringing back his Raptors. Instead of attacking, he's now bringing them back. Now the thing is, when SiZe uses Comanches, he usually puts the Comanches over the top of the airfield, so the splash damage actually kills the airfield. But BoYcaH actually didn't do it there. He left his Comanches on the edge. The way to do that, I think, is to use the Alt key. Is the best way to actually move them into the middle of the airfield. This oil has not been captured actually yet. SiZe now killing these oils in the south, but BoYcaH does have 6 and SiZe has 5 oils, I believe. SiZe sending more Rangers there. BoYcaH looks like he's got a bigger presence in the middle, but actually it's just Rangers. BoYcaH actually captured that. Oh. Loads of Raptors coming across the field now. BoYcaH actually capturing another War Factory, but I think SiZe will stop that. Is he going to go for the CC here? I don't think he has enough there. You need 8. Sorry, you need 7 or 8 to be sure if you want to kill the CC. BoYcaH trying to block what he can with the Raptors. But SiZe does force the cancel on the strategy center, but it didn't kill it altogether. War Factory has been picked off now by SiZe. Got V's in the base of SiZe. SiZe has got a lot of Comanches out already, and he's going to be able to deal with them pretty easily. BoYcaH picking off some of SiZe's V's. BoYcaH is collecting well and truly from the middle. He's got that supply that he captured as well as this one. SiZe dropping down another supply there in the middle, and another War Factory going down. Capture coming in there at the top, and the Comanches here are going to pick off another dozer. Not going to be able to pick off that Raptor before it takes off though. Raptor does choose to hit the Ranger though, rather than the actual Comanches. Down at the bottom left, these V's are still sitting ducks really. No tow missile upgrade from SiZe. So actually BoYcaH could just leave them there on guard mode, and they would just clear that all up completely. SiZe's Chinooks there are actually going back to the main, so he's actually got like 5 Chinooks there. Comanche's still doing big damage here, but they are getting picked off by the Comanches, but no upgrade from SiZe yet with a tow missile, which I don't quite understand because the V's become so much stronger with the tow missile, and of course they can shoot up, they can shoot air units like the Comanches. But BoYcaH, a lot of V's died in the making of this replay. You can see all the chassis dead there. BoYcaH's got a huge economy lead in the middle. He's just collecting loads from the middle. He's also got the refinery in the middle, so all of his vehicles cost 10% less. Which if you're spamming from like 3 or 4 War Factories, like I'm pretty sure he is, it does work out even better than an oil. 10% off every single V is a massive, massive amount. Okay, we've got Comanche's V's. I think BoYcaH's supply there has gone down, but SiZe's Comanches have all been killed apart from these ones here. BoYkaH's trying to pick off the dozers, trying to pick off the Vs. And it's looking like it is slipping inside of BoYkaH's favor because, I mean, once this area is cleared, what does SiZe really have? SiZe has this area. He has that supply and that supply. But back in his base, he doesn't really have all that much. One airfield's been killed. He's got a few Raptors. But if you look at this pure spam from BoYkaH, he's going to have loads and loads of war factories now. He's even dropping down a Patriot missile just in case the Comanches come in his base. It's one of the rare times probably you could make a Patriot missile and actually be worth it. SiZe still not got this oil though, so that's a big difference throughout the whole of this game. That oil did get killed though, so I suppose it is kind of even. But BoYkaH's on such a huge spam here in the middle, and all of these Vs are so cheap. SiZe now killed, I can't remember what that actually was. That must have been a war factory. Yeah, it must have been a war factory. Now clearing the airfields. Capture coming in for SiZe at the bottom left now, and he does have a few Vs there, but I mean, if you just look at the pure spam here from BoYkaH. He's also got Hold the Line. Colonel Burton has been produced. Comanches are still clearing up this top right spot. But he has to deal with the middle at some point, and in the middle there are Avengers, there's so many Vs, there's the occasional Raptor, which are all anti-Comanche. Okay, SiZe did retain this spot, he's got his Raptors circling just for protection. BoYkaH coming up, clearing up pretty much every single Comanche. Literally every Comanche, unless that one escapes. Only one Comanche escapes. SiZe did his damage, but then did lose every single Comanche. Spectre gunship coming across and took out, I think that was an airfield. With the Hold the Line strategy, I mean, look at all this from SiZe. I mean, he's focused so much elsewhere on the map, but it's so worth it just to get them and like collect from the middle or collect from like here. Or even collect from BoYkaH's supply. Like, to collect that many inside of your base is not worth it at all. You only need 2. But I mean, in a massive macro game like this, you can easily get distracted. Nice fuel air bomb then. Did take out a dozer as well as the war factory and supply. So that's cleared up a little bit of the middle, but I still believe that BoYkaH has too much. Just all of these Vs here, you could just probably just select all Vs and just guard mode in the base, and it probably will just kill SiZe right now. There's just so many Vs. It's going to take a couple of epic support powers to kill that, I think. Maybe Carpet. Carpet could work, Leaflet, something like that. Maybe Raptors flying above while the Comanches do the damage, but I'm not sure even how many Comanches he has. He has 3 Comanches here, 4, 5 Comanches. And he does have a couple of Raps, I think. Or maybe he doesn't. He does have a few Raps, actually. They're over here. So SiZe wants to kill that, but I mean, it's not a great target. BoYkaH sending all of his Vs now to the bottom left. Instead of going straight to the base and just dealing with the base, he just wants to clear up SiZe slowly. It definitely looks like BoYkaH's taking the advantage in this first game. Oil's going down now. I mean, if an epic Carpet comes across the map and wipes out all of them Vs, maybe SiZe still has a chance. But right now, he only has a few units. He's got 4... He's got 2 Comanches there, 4 Raptors, which are now going back to land, but there's so many Vs, and it's so many times we've seen it on this matchup. When you get this amount of Vs, it's so hard to stop. Even the Raptors, when they're flying above, if you've got that many Vs, sometimes they can just break through the point defense lasers and just take the Raps down. Up here at the top, we've got Ranger. It's going to try and capture this for SiZe, but SiZe probably shouldn't allow that to happen, but he is probably about to get kicked from the game because he's... I mean, if he loses his CC and just gets Dozer hunted, there's probably no way really he can continue. Carpet now coming across. It's probably just going to be on the CC. Leaflet takes out the Comanches. Fuel air bomb, which just annihilate everything. I mean, airfields, you really have to hit him in the center, whether it's with a nuke or any kind of super weapon or anything. You really have to hit him in the center because I think they look big, but the damage, where they take most of the damage, is only kind of right in the center. So even though the fuel air bomb killed everything else, it didn't quite kill the airfield. That's been captured by BoYkaH. I mean, SiZe absolutely no chance now. BoYkaH is completely steamrolled here. But SiZe does have a load of Comanches back here, but is he going to be able to do anything before his main base gets taken out? I would probably argue no, because the Raps are coming in from BoYkaH now, taking pretty much down every Comanche. Again, the 5 Comanches remain. You see what I mean about the point defense lasers? The Raptors got no chance. Now the airfield's about to go down. The CC's still being built, but I'm not sure if he even has enough power to make that fast. He probably does. We can probably see, yeah, he does have enough power. Just seem to building a little bit slow, but the CC does take a while to build anyway. See what I mean about the Raptors? The point defense lasers is just too much. There's even Avengers here. There's even Colonel Burton in the show. And SiZe is going to concede this first game. It's going to go 1-0 to BoYcaH. And remember, the next game will be China Mirror on Liquid Gold. I mean, SiZe knows he's lost at this point, but he's probably just keeping his hands warm. Maybe he hasn't warmed up or something, or maybe he just wants to put on a show. He does like to entertain us. I know that for sure. Before the game started, he did message me saying, I just reminded him the games are tonight, and he's like, yeah, I know. He's like, I hope you're rooting for big SiZe, he said. I said, no problem, we'll root for big SiZe. But despite our rooting, BoYcaH is taking this first game number 1. This is going to go 1-0 to BoYcaH. I mean, I've seen a number of air mirrors between BoYcaH and SiZe, and I've seen BoYcaH winning pretty much 80 or 90% of them, which is kind of weird because SiZe is historically one of his best matchups was always air mirror. If we go back a few years ago, I can only remember there was only like him and Hawkeye. Or Hawkeye who could take down SiZe in an air mirror. His air mirror is usually super good, but it seems like BoYcaH has it completely sussed out. Does manage to take that matchup off him quite a few times. So next map is going to be Liquid Gold. I'll take Observer. 1-0 to BoYcaH. First to win 7 games. $600 prize pool tournament. First place will take $500. Second place, $100. A massive shout out to Toweleeeie. Once again, it wouldn't be happening without him. And we started this tournament with only the top 8 players in the world. And we're down to the last 4. So one of them is going to be eliminated here. Is that going to be SiZe? Is that going to be BoYcaH? Still early days. It's only 1-0. And China Mirror is another one of SiZe's strong matchups. Let's see if he can pull one back here and equalize it after these first 2 games. We've got big SiZe in the south with the orange China Vanilla. At the top, we've got BoYcaH with the red China Vanilla. So we've got China Mirror. It's a really cool map. It's called Liquid Gold. You'll remember from before how many oils there are on it. I think there's like 11. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9. Just 9. I mean, just 9. Most maps have like 2 or 3 at the very most, but this one's just 9. So yeah, it's called Liquid Gold just because of that. It's often called black gold, which is oil in real life. So that's why the map has got its name Liquid Gold. Now, last time we saw BoYcaH play this matchup, he actually went for War Factory Barracks. I do remember that. He played that against Asus. Whereas here, he's changing it up a bit. He's going for 2 War Factories. SiZe is actually the one who's doing the same build as BoYcaH. And I think SiZe has done this on this map before as well. And I actually think it works because of the long distance between the 2 players. I think the oil capture does work. So he's done a War Factory Barracks. And it looks like he's just going to go for 2 oils. He sent 1 tank hunter forward just for a little bit of a scout. And then we've got 1 flamer out for SiZe. BoYcaH's got a flamer and a flamer. So, again, it's kind of a battle versus battle of economy. Ooh, look at that supply placement. Bit bad from SiZe, but he is getting the oils, so it will impact him less once the oils come in. But I still would try to get the perfect supply because it doesn't really take much to try and get the perfect supply. So yeah, it's a battle of economy versus units again. BoYcaH's going to have more units for at least the first couple of minutes of the game. SiZe is going to need to defend that, and then if he does, and if he manages to get these 2 oils, then he will be in a decent position if he can hold and not take that much damage from the enemy China. Whereas BoYkaH's going to be under a little bit of pressure to try and cause as much damage as possible. It's got a flamer down the left here. And a flamer down the right. Whereas the flamer pretty much straight through the middle from SiZe. A little bit hesitant about where he's going with that flamer. I'm not quite sure what the flamer's even doing, to be honest with you. Not quite sure what that is doing. Pretty sure it could have gotten the base of BoYkaH probably by now. This flamer here from BoYkaH looks like he is going to be able to kill. I mean, you can risk it here. You can either try and kill the oil, or you can try and go inside of the base. Might be just worth it safe just to try and kill the oil, which it looks like he is going to try and do. BoYkaH now going for the oils. So, I mean, which position do you prefer? SiZe has now got his oils and upgraded into a second war factory, but he has lost his oil because of that. BoYkaH now capturing an oil in the middle. He's sending a GAT with an outpost straight down the middle of the map. And actually, it does look like he's going to get inside of SiZe's base. Might be able to kill a truck, might be able to kill a dozer. There are two dozers here, both wide open. Flame is going to be sent back there from SiZe. One trick does get picked off, but no dozers. The flamer and the tank hunters probably will be able to clear this relatively easy now. This flamer here did manage to take out that oil. BoYkaH still has his oil on top right. SiZe has got both of these oils here though, but BoYkaH's got this building here. So there's battles kind of all over. SiZe is flaming the oil here on the left. He does have this one. Oh no, he's about to have this one because he's got a red guard there. This flamer here from BoYkaH almost getting in, but with the help of these GATs, I'm pretty sure that will go down without making any damage at all. But BoYkaH with a flamer here, probably going to clear the house, but he has got a lot low HP. He's got more flamers here. Might as well just kill these if you can't capture them. But actually, he is capturing both anyway, so you might as well just keep them if you can capture them right there, then do it. But this refinery belongs to SiZe here on the right. 10% off all vehicles. Propaganda center going down for SiZe. He does have 5,200, so he's going to have ECM soon. Will he go Overlords? I think we did see BoYkaH making Overlords last time. SiZe with a bit of a push here, and BoYkaH dropping down the bunker. Going to go inside of that with two tank hunters. SiZe bringing reinforcements, but I don't think that's probably the right place to attack now. With that bunker and with that flamer, that's going to be pretty hard to push into. You probably will see more mistakes on this map rather than on other maps because it is a massive map with loads of money. It's more of a macro game rather than like Tournament Desert, for example, relatively small, a lot less cash than this. But on the bigger games where it's more macro involved and you're having to do more actions per minute and stuff like that, that's where you do see more, a few more mistakes. I'm not saying you're going to see loads of mistakes, but you do tend to see the micro of individual units will probably be slightly worse than on like Tournament Desert, for example, where the map's tiny and you're only controlling a few units and a few spaces. SiZe punishing BoYkaH there over the top of the supplies with the flame wall, but loads of flame walls here from SiZe as well, pushing BoYkaH's army completely back. I mean, BoYkaH's doing his flame wall of his own, but it won't stop the flame tanks. There's so many flame tanks here from SiZe. Is he going to upgrade to napalm? I mean, he's killing that without the flame wall, and the supply did actually get sold, I think. There's a flamer down the right here from BoYkaH again. It's going to be met by that bunker though, and I'm pretty sure there's two tank gunners in it, which should be enough to stop that, especially when it's low anyway. Yeah, it's going to get stopped. So it looks like advantage to SiZe right now because he's collecting off that middle supply. He also has that oil, whereas those two are dead. He has that garrison there as well, and he's going to build this bunker and garrison that as well. So he's in a decent position, I think. You can hear a Black Lois here. This is from Big SiZe, and he's going to go for this oil, but there is a red guard there. I don't think it'll take the Lotus out in time Took a while to shoot there. Nuke cannon is out from BoYcaH. That's going to be a very nice hit there on SiZe's army. Complete destruction of most of that army. Flame is going to continue to push, but I don't know if that's the right time to push because these tank hunters are actually blocking it a little bit as well. Okay, so all of this now belongs to SiZe. The refinery belongs to SiZe. Most of the middle now belongs to SiZe. We've got BoYcaH sending a Lotus down the left-hand side. It looks like SiZe might be able to equalize here in this game. Got an Overlord here. Flamer has killed that oil. So SiZe has got all of the oil advantage right now. Oil captured there by BoYcaH on that oil, but SiZe now knows there's a Lotus there. So was that worth it? Because the Lotus is going to go straight down, and SiZe is going to probably recapture that pretty fast. So would it not have been better maybe to capture the CC and then an oil or something and then go down? Potentially. Both players are close to level 3, by the way. Level 3 can completely change his battle. But there are a lot of oils belonging to SiZe. SiZe is going to recapture that. So I don't think that Lotus was worth it, really. Flamer has snuck down the left here from BoYcaH. BoYcaH not paying attention on this left side. He's let it slip for a second. And once a Flamer gets in, that is bad news. This nuke cannon is doing good damage. But I mean, letting that Flamer in, just one little mistake, letting a Flamer in, that can destroy your whole base. SiZe's got his own nuke cannons out now. So nuke cannon versus nuke cannon. He's actually got 3 versus 1. Got Overlord's out for BoYcaH, but I mean, his base is getting wrecked by 1 unit. He needs to send something back, maybe just 1 ECM or something. But also these oils still belonging to SiZe. This artillery platform helping out. There is a Flamer there, so you could take out that artillery platform. Carpet now coming across from SiZe, going to probably be on this supply. So it looks very good for SiZe, but BoYcaH is pushing back actually. With this Overlord, he's got the subliminal messaging. 2 Overlords, a couple of ECMs, nuke cannon. And all of SiZe's nuke cannons have gone down. Carpet now from BoYcaH is going to be on this bottom left supply. And I think that will be able to take out the supply and both trucks completely. So yeah, a little bit back and forwards here. Both players doing big damage, but just remember these oils and this whole right side actually belongs to SiZe. Artillery... Losing my voice here. Artillery now coming across the map. Probably going to be there. I'm probably going to kill just 2 trucks. Maybe the barracks. I don't think it will kill any buildings. It looks like level 1. But there is a number of ECMs now out from SiZe. And they've disabled all of the Overlords. Yeah, those Overlords are very low. 1 more hit and they're going to go down. Mine's dropped off, but I mean, these nuke cannons not moving right now, so that's not going to be that great. Nuke cannon again from BoYcaH, and there's a little bit of a shuffle once it moved. But that nuke cannon is going to kill that Overlord. We've got a big army still from BoYcaH. I don't know how BoYcaH is still doing so well, to be honest. After that Flamer, and after SiZe had such a good hold in the middle, and all of this right side, BoYcaH is still managing to push down the middle. ECM action here on the right side. We've got a Flamer in from SiZe again. He's so good at sneaking these Flamers in, man. And just them alone are changing the game. Just like an $800 unit. BoYcaH's making all the wrong units here. I mean, okay, an outpost is pretty good against the Flamer, but not when the Flamer is right there. War Factory goes down. He even gets veterancy. All SiZe has to do now really is just hold on to this attack, which is pretty much already done. And I think he just wins outright just there because BoYcaH's base is getting completely flamed just by 2 units. Even his CC might go down here. I don't know if he's going to be able to save it in time. And the propaganda. It's going to be close. No, the CC's gone. But the propaganda percent might go as well. Helix is now from SiZe. Is established out from this right side. So I think it was mainly because SiZe won this right side. Is pretty much winning the game. Obviously, there's a load of other things going on as well. But this whole side, he dominated for ages. Them sneaky flamers done big work as well, though. Okay, SiZe flying around with his helixes now. He's got an EMP and a mines coming in, but will... Just wanted to see, actually. Yeah, they both say 47 on the side. I just wanted to see if you could tell the difference between mines and EMP. I think both the planes are identical, though. Carpet coming in from BoYcaH. Managed to take out them oils finally. I mean, when he was capturing them before, if he was not able to fully hold them or not fully confident in holding them, maybe he should just flame wall them down. Okay, so it sure looks like SiZe has got the advantage here. I mean, BoYcaH's holding on. He has got gas and ECM, so technically he can hold on against these helixes. Not just going to get completely overrun. SiZe is already 5-star. He's still got the supply on the right side if he just makes his trucks. He's still collecting air, still collecting air. He's still got this oil. That oil's been dead since pretty much the beginning of the game. If you just look at the amount of red and orange on the map right now, it looks like SiZe is going to close this one out. He has so much orange on the map. BoYcaH is just getting cleared up at the moment, and SiZe is kicking him in the teeth a little bit because he's actually stolen some cash from him, forced to sell on the power. There's no chain gun upgrades, so these helixes will take longer to go down. SiZe with a massive push here. There's a, I think that was a mines, or maybe I missed it. I think it was probably that mines there. The CC's going down. There's only a couple of units left for BoYcaH. GG. Well played to SiZe. Evens it out 1-1. And now we will go to matchups. So whoever lost that matchup, so in this case is BoYcaH, according to the rules, they will choose the first matchup. And then the opponent, which will be SiZe, will choose the map and which army he wants to play first. I'll just double check the rules and make sure I got that right. But I'm pretty sure that's right. So the loser of the second mirror will pick the next matchup, with the other player picking the map. You can play any map, by the way. Any 1v1 official or ranked map. So yeah, BoYcaH will choose the matchup. So probably no surprise there. BoYcaH has chosen demo and Tox. But SiZe will get to choose if he wants to play Tox or demo first. The size map, he said toilet. This might take a while. Oh man. Okay, so he likes desert maps, so I'm going to pick a desert map. Let's pick this. I mean, BoYcaH wants Snowy Drought, but it's not his choice. He chose the matchup. And the reason that is, let's say it's like, let's say it was like 5. No, let's say it was like 6-5 or something to BoYcaH, and he only needed one more win. Then the reason he can't choose the matchup and then what he plays first is because if you choose like Tox versus Demo, Tox is better. Tox should win most of the time. Not all the time, but Tox does have a slight advantage. So it would stop him just taking the strong army and just getting himself over the line with an imbalanced matchup at the end. Or like air versus stealth, for example. You could just choose air versus stealth and just go air. Air should have a favor there. Should be like 55-45, 60-40, something like that. Yeah, it looks like SiZe has gone to the toilet. He said this may take a while, and then brackets, not the toilet. So I don't really know what he means by that, to be honest. Okay, SiZe is back. SiZe's map. He does like a desert map. Let's see. 370 people are waiting for SiZe to finish on the toilet. I agree. SiZe has gone to check. Just telling BoYcaH is in trouble now. Bitter winter. Okay. Did not expect that. Just see if he's okay. Just if he's feeling okay, because it's not a desert map, it's a snow map. There is underneath the snow. Okay. He says there's desert underneath the snow. He's going to dig it. Excellent. Right, we've got BoYcaH in the bottom left of a bitter winter. I'm actually excited to see this map because we actually rarely see it. And I actually quite like it. I think it's actually a really decent map. We've got BoYcaH in the bottom left with the demo in the red. He chose his matchup. And then the top right, we've got SiZe with Tox in the orange. So yeah, like I said, I think most people will probably agree that Tox is stronger here. Yes, your demo does have the demo bikes, does have demo ambush, which are super powerful, and sure come into play a little bit later on. But you got to remember, SiZe's tanks are more powerful because they fire toxin shells. The tunnels are more powerful. Rebels are more powerful. The RPGs are more powerful. Loads of things going for Tox as well as cheap techs. Techs currently cost 500, there's 600 for demo. So yeah, there's pros and cons for both, but I think Tox overall is stronger because in the early to mid game, your attacks are stronger because you're stronger, cheaper units basically. So yeah, both players look like they're going for 3 supplies. But SiZe actually missing a tunnel here for the time being, and actually choosing to prioritize this one instead. So he's going to try and put the pressure on here. And actually, if he does get here, there's actually the tunnels on the wrong side, so it's actually not going to achieve that much yet. BoYcaH is traditional 3 supply build order, and then I think he likes to put 5 RPGs inside of one of the techs. Got a terrorist down here, just looking for one of SiZe's workers, but the worker is actually here and here. SiZe actually killing some workers there, does kill 4. And this technical here has been spotted of BoYcaH, but all of the workers are probably still going to go down. At least, well, 3 of them have gone down. Sorry, 2 of them have gone down so far. There's a 3rd. So not the greatest of attacks, but it did harass somewhat. I think SiZe probably killed slightly more workers here. And SiZe also now inside of this bunker here as well. So yeah, this map, in case you missed it, is Bitter Winter. It's actually Bitter Winter Balance. So it's actually an official map, but it's actually changed a little bit. So this supply here is a little bit more accessible. I think it was a little bit closer here, and the ridge was a little bit longer before. So yeah, I actually prefer Bitter Winter Balance. It's a nice, safe 3 supplies map. But I say that, SiZe is putting on some good harassment here. He's actually killing a lot of stuff. BoYcaH's losing a lot of workers. BoYcaH's now got a Toxin Tractor out to clear this. SiZe has already killed a lot of workers on both of these supplies. BoYcaH's only collecting now with this with his main supply. The SiZe behind this already on 2 war factories, so he's quite ahead. BoYcaH a lot of techs and a lot of RPGs. He's managed to take out 1 tech. He's rebuilding his workers, but he is behind quite a bit because SiZe already on these 2 war factories and killed more workers than BoYcaH has so far. BoYcaH now coming in with his tech RPG push. But what has SiZe got out? He's already got Scorpions out. He's boxed in his workers nicely there. He's got his war factory surrounded by tunnels. A big tech RPG push, but this is where the Scorpions come into play. Because of their rockets and because they're toxin shells, they will be able to clear up these. So it's interesting now because these RPGs really need to hold the line against these Scorpions. But if these Scorpions just keep coming in and firing these toxin shells, the RPGs will slowly fizzle out. SiZe now coming in with his techs.
Hello again from Slovakia. Smiley face.
Yo, Kostra. Yeah, Kostra from Slovakia. Thank you for the donation, man. You're very welcome here. So yeah, SiZe does manage to clear all this up. And actually now with that attack shut down, BoYcaH dropping down a 2nd war factory. But with that attack shut down, SiZe has now got a load of scrapped up techs, and he can probably just push pretty much wherever he wants. Probably here is not the right choice because these buildings are now garrisoned unless he brings a Toxin Tractor or a Rebel. But he could just push out here and take on that. He could push out here and take on this tunnel. There's a number of places where you can just push here versus this tunnel. His army is now going to be stronger, and this is where you're going to see why Tox is stronger, because them Scorpions and the Toxin Shells, they just take out RPGs so quick. So BoYcaH's now trying to amass a defense, but SiZe has already expanded here to a 4th supply, so that's the only thing that can tip the balance in this map, really, is a 4th supply. So you get 1 player typically on 4 and 1 player on only 3. But SiZe doing really well here, captured the pressure since the beginning, took out a load of workers, got himself ahead, and now he's got the Scorpion numbers. And if this supply here goes down for BoYcaH, that's going to be bad news. BoYcaH wants to stop SiZe getting inside of that building. It looks like he might. Ooh, that's annoying. Because that 1 weak RPG now becomes such like a thorn in BoYcaH's side. Almost killed a tank there as well. Got a barracks here from BoYcaH. That's just going to give SiZe some free XP. At least it's going to distract SiZe, but I don't really know what the point of that was. SiZe continuing his big push here, but BoYcaH is doing pretty well to hold on so far. Still pushing out with these Scorpions. SiZe already upgraded into a CC. With this 4th supply, he should be able to take this area eventually. I mean, BoYcaH's putting up nice defense, yeah, sure. Got a few terrorists out to kind of help out here and push these Scorpions back. But really, the longer this goes now, I think the more favor it will give to SiZe. Because he can get... he's got the money to get a palace, he can get Gamma. His CC and 3-star is so close. Daniel says, how is that a balanced map when 1 player has a 4th supply? Well, it's not 1 player has a 4th supply, it's the same distance from both of the bases, so whoever gets it. It's not like it's closest to one of the bases. It's not a specific players. You have to fight over it and you have to be quickest to it. BoYcaH GG. SiZe with a quick stomp in there with 7.5 minutes, but that is kind of to be expected with Tox. But that the worker harassed early on and that aggression from SiZe was spot on. So yeah, really decent performance by SiZe. Makes it to 2-1. You can see the supplies difference collected 50k versus 36, was it? Okay, SiZe going 2-1 up. I'm going to see the reverse now on Bitter Winter Balanced. So yeah, you see there's BoYcaH's base, there's SiZe's base, there's the 4th supply. You see it's pretty much bang in the middle. If anything, it actually looks a bit closer to BoYcaH's base. But I suppose you have to take into account the starting position of the worker as well, because the CC is there and then the worker starts at the bottom left. So maybe it's slightly closer to SiZe. I don't know, it's pretty balanced anyway. And even if it is imbalanced, which I don't think it is, but even if it was imbalanced, then they're doing the reverse now anyway. So now if SiZe did have an advantage, now BoYcaH will get that same advantage. So with random reverse, you can never go wrong with it. It's 100% balanced. So yeah, GG, well played to SiZe. 2-1 is the score. Okay, so we've got the reverse of what we just saw. BoYcaH in the top right this time with the GLA Tox in the red. And then in the bottom left, we've got a GLA Demolition for big SiZe in the orange. So yeah, I mean, if you look at the CC there, and then you go all the way up here, there's the supplies. And if you've got the CC here, you go all the way down here, and then we've got the supplies. So you could probably say there's a little, maybe with the worker starting position, maybe it is easier for BoYcaH to get. But I mean, it's not your top priority because you've got these supplies, these supplies, these supplies. You are going to get a 3 supplies quite safely. Like your 4th supply is going to be a little bit lower down your priority list. So BoYcaH kind of copying SiZe here, but a little bit more aggressive position, at least for BoYcaH. And the better positioning, really, because I'm interested if Demo Trap gets up. I don't think it will. Stopped at 90%. Better position, really, because if SiZe gets inside of any of these buildings, that Toxin tunnel probably will be able to clear it out. Maybe except that one there. That one's going to be close. But BoYcaH's already inside of that building. That tunnel might just go down unless SiZe makes us the Toxin tractor first, which he hasn't. So his supply there is under threat straight away. Yeah, I think that's probably the imbalance of the map, is this spot here with the tunnel going inside of that building. Because I think that's quicker rather than a worker going from here all the way up there. That's kind of hard. So actually I think this area is probably a little bit imbalanced, a little bit too close to the top player, I think, anyway. SiZe already expanded to a 4th supply, so he has got that area again. So he's going to be kicked off this one, but because he's already got that one now, it's still going to be 3 supplies versus 3 supplies, unless BoYcaH takes this for himself. BoYcaH's now got super tech as well as some RPGs. Yo, Fallen Angel. Welcome, man. So yeah, BoYcaH's taking this supply for himself now. It's going to be 4 supplies versus 3. But does BoYcaH even realize about this one? And one thing I probably would like to see from SiZe is actually more demo traps being used. Not seeing any yet. But just one demo trap can change the game completely. Because like this attack coming from BoYcaH now, one demo trap like placed there or whatever, and that whole army goes down and SiZe pops his army and scraps it up. That can change that whole dynamic of that whole area very, very fast. SiZe with an aggressive tunnel of his own. Does he have any Toxin tractor in there to clear that out? Not sure that he does. BoYcaH thought about popping his units, but actually he's popping from here. But you see what I mean about demo trap placement? It would have been nice here. So BoYcaH continuing the aggression, and SiZe is going to get a super tech, but I don't know how much difference that's going to make because all these scorpions popping out from BoYcaH. He's probably just going to be able to clear out SiZe's space from here, and if SiZe loses this area, losing 2 arms dealers as well as your supply and your barracks, I don't really know if he can come back from that. I mean, yeah, sure, SiZe has got a decent control elsewhere on the map, but I don't really know if he's got enough to rebuild all that stuff, because I mean, there's 5k just in those 2 buildings there. SiZe building a terrorist. Could have force fired the ground there, I felt, and could have got... I think he actually killed his own terrorist there with the scorp. Interesting. Yeah, BoYcaH just being relentless with the aggression. He's got 2 war factories out. SiZe losing his main supply now. He's coming in with his super attack and his scorpions of his own. He's desperately trying to hold on. I mean, if he does hold on here, maybe he has a chance in this matchup, but BoYcaH's already on level 3, so he could drop down a CC and get his Rebel Ambush or Bounty. I don't know if he even has the Bounty yet. Sometimes some players actually forget that. I want to start dropping down his CC a little bit earlier. I mean, maybe he's just been focusing purely on the scorps, but he does have 3.8k. I think he just did it there. So he probably does have the bounty now. We're going to see it now anyway. When he kills a worker, we'll see. Yeah, he does have the bounty now, so that's really well played there by BoYcaH. He's dropped down the CC, got the bounty, and then cancelled it, so really, really well played. SiZe lost all of his workers there, though. SiZe's doing a good job at holding on. I mean, if he lasts it more than 7.5 minutes, then it's longer than BoYcaH lasted in that same matchup. I'd say he's in probably a better position. He's also got an aggressive tunnel. SiZe always manages to get these tunnels in ridiculous places. Like, how would you even get a worker there? He's obviously sent it from probably here, straight through the middle of the base. I mean, if SiZe does hold on, he can use that to his advantage, but I don't know if BoYcaH's going to allow him to hold on, to be honest. BoYcaH's on like over 7k, SiZe on like 2k. SiZe's main supply now has gone down. SiZe's still got this aggressive position here, but BoYcaH's almost on 10k float. He's dropping down in barracks. He's probably going to go battle busters, I think. Which probably will be a good choice, to be fair, because they, with the correct micro, they can counter busters. And they can counter scorps with the correct micro as well. So yeah, busters will be pretty good here, especially when you've got these forward aggressive tunnels. I mean, if you take this area with busters, it's pretty much going to be GG. I mean, SiZe is trying to hold on. He's lasted longer than BoYcaH did. He's probably in a slightly better position. But yeah, with these aggressive tunnels, it is kind of ridiculous, these tunnels that he does. Because BoYcaH's been so focused on this aggression, SiZe's actually managed to sneak these tunnels into random places. So yeah, this one will get taken out. So I think what's impressive is that SiZe has used these tunnels to distract BoYcaH long enough, so he's actually managed to push this back kind of a little bit, but as soon as these gamma busters come out from BoYcaH, it's just so cost effective from range, and with the correct micro, like I said, you can just pick off these units and just get free XP, free bounty money. SiZe's on 2.5k of XP, but I don't know if he's got the bounty of his own yet. I haven't been paying attention. He's completely mined out that area now. BoYcaH wasn't interested in getting that the whole time. SiZe dropping down a palace there, but I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a lost cause. Yeah, again, demo traps is the thing that's lacking from SiZe. If he sneakily dropped down a line of demo traps and he picked off them busters and then scorps, maybe he could get back into it. But without demo traps, I'm struggling to see how actually SiZe can deal with this. Just the scorps alone, never mind with these battle busters. I mean, these battle busters are so overpowered at this point versus these scorps. Like, what can SiZe's tanks do here? GG. I really think he was lacking demo traps. It was a really good attempt, but a couple of demo traps could have changed that. And he had a number of opportunities, I think. So yeah, GG, well played. We can see the money difference collected there. Units destroyed, more from BoYcaH, less from SiZe. But yeah, as I said, Tox, you probably favor Tox there. And especially that top spot as well, actually. But yeah, 2-2 is the score. I'm going to go to a 5th game. So now SiZe will choose the matchup. Okay, so SiZe has chosen the matchup, which is China versus Tank. Natural threats, BoYcaH chooses. And BoYcaH's choosing the stronger army first, which is Tank. Of course, if the game goes late, then yes, sure, China is better. But early game, Tank is better. So it's kind of like that demo Tox, where demo does become... I don't know if it's necessarily stronger than Tox later on, but maybe you could say it is. But Tank is stronger here and then weaker later on, because of the lack of ranged units. Okay, so we're on natural threats. We've got big SiZe in the top with the China vanilla. In the orange, and in the south we've got red for BoYcaH. He is with China Tank. So we've got BoYcaH going for 2 supplies, but this supply placement is absolutely awful. I mean, if he's lucky, he still might get the correct supply placement, but it all depends on where these trucks land. I don't think it's going to be perfect. Maybe a little bit of movement he can get away with. I mean, if that ends up being perfect, then... Nah, the trucks are moving. 2 supplies, 2 war factories from SiZe. So SiZe is probably going to make a lot of outposts. I'm expecting by a couple of minutes mark, he's going to have predominantly outposts, because they counter most things that a tank can make. So BoYcaH wants to be doing as much damage as he can early on. Looks like he might actually have the correct supply placement there. That truck's still moving, so that can slow him down. So yeah, BoYcaH wants to be doing as much damage as he can early on, whereas SiZe wants to be kind of holding on. Maybe he can harass with these outposts, maybe rather than just sitting back. Maybe that's what he wants to do. So the first flamer from BoYcaH here is going to be engaged by this Gat. On the right, we've had an outpost versus an outpost. And on the left-hand side, BoYcaH's actually dropped off one guy and then gone forward to the other one. So that's actually quite smart there from BoYcaH, because it protects against this outpost coming in here. So that's actually pretty decent and smart from him. BoYcaH has managed to get a flamer in, but will that get picked off by this outpost in time? I think it probably will. It's going to cause some damage, this supply though. Might kill some trucks, let's see. Might actually kill the full supply, actually. Yeah, it is going to hit actually the full supply, so well done there from BoYcaH. That's exactly what the kind of damage you want to be doing early on as tank. I'd say BoYcaH probably wants to cause a little bit more damage to ensure his victory. On the left-hand side, he's done a nice defense. Now, one place BoYcaH wants to be careful is actually with these tanks, with the Battle Masters. They are Vet 2. He's got the veterancy on him, he's upgraded them. But he wants to be careful that he doesn't lose too many of them, because you only have to kill a few, and you rank up pretty quick as the China Vanilla. There's a flamer there from BoYcaH. It's going to kill SiZe's oil. It's a nice, nice attack there from BoYcaH, to be fair. Very, very nice. So BoYcaH's got a nice mix of units out. He's got a Lotus all ready to capture his oil on the right side. He's got a third supply going up in the middle. Flamer here from BoYcaH is actually in an awkward position. The ECM has managed to disable it, but there is more tank hunters here from BoYcaH. That ECM is actually going to go down. New cannon with a very, very nice hit. And I mean, from this point, once new cannons are out, the ground forces of tank are going to have a hard time. BoYcaH trying to capture this oil, but a little bit ambitious because SiZe's whole army was there with many outposts. Flamer has got in on this right side from BoYcaH, but the nuke cannon is probably going to hit it. If the Flamer moves directly away, maybe it can get away, but the nuke cannon is actually missed anyway, so the Flamer is going to cause some damage. Might kill 2 trucks, going to kill 1 at least. It's going to keep moving. New cannon's now out of range. Is now going to try and kill a dozer. This is actually a really decent flamer here from BoYcaH. He's going to kill the dozer and the supply. It looks like maybe take the ECM with it as well. Actually a nice flamer there from BoYcaH. Surprised that actually got in. BoYcaH just choosing to kill this oil now. SiZe taking a more forward position with his army in the middle. This nuke cannon is the biggest danger though. He's probably going to try and take out that bunker first. Nice disable there from the Lotus, but the ECM was already disabling it anyway, and the Lotus did go down. BoYcaH's now making a Helix, and he's got an Emperor out as well. So Emperor is pretty good because it takes a while for the ECM to shut down an Emperor. I think like the more HP a unit has, the harder it is to shut it down with ECMs. If you get like a Vet 3 Emperor, then or a Vet 3 Jarman on the bike, for example, it does take a while for the ECM to shut it down. Yeah, this Helix, I'm not sure it will be able to do anything there because these GATs and this ECM will be able to take down that Helix pretty quick. That is an expensive unit there from BoYcaH. BoYcaH capturing the propaganda center, SiZe with the quick sell, but Lotus does go down. Emperor's on this left hand side actually pushing SiZe back, and I don't think these ECMs will be able to do a hell of a lot. Flamer gets in from SiZe here, and the Helix looks like he's out of place. The Helix actually going in up the top left. SiZe's supply here going down. So nice switch here of units from BoYcaH making the Emperors. Nuke cannon made it exactly the wrong time. That's going to go straight down now. Helix in the back here as well. Has been revealed now. There is a few GATs out though. Quite a few GATs with ECMs. This flame is going to go down, but the oil and the supply has been taken out. Artillery firing now from SiZe. But this engagement here means everything. I mean, if BoYcaH manages to win this engagement, which I think he will, because even this one Emperor here, never mind, if that one survives, then that's going to be so hard for SiZe to come back from. This ECM needs to stop disabling. Carpet does come in though, and if that wipes out that Emperor, then that can make all the difference. It's very low. He needs to get out of there fast. But actually, I think SiZe is going to manage to clear this up. BoYcaH changing target. It's going to be very close. This unit is going to get very, very low. But I think SiZe is going to go out because BoYcaH's Emperor has survived by the skin of his teeth. Also got Heroic Battlemaster there as well. GG, well played by BoYcaH. I thought SiZe was going to take that once we saw the new cannons out. But BoYcaH did a nice switch there into Helix and Emperor, and that actually proved to pay off. Also, nice kill on the oils from BoYcaH as well. Pretty much stopped SiZe getting the oils, even though the Lotus was out. So yeah, 3-2 to BoYcaH so far. Okay, so we're here with the reverse. We've got SiZe now in the south with the orange China tank. And then in the north, we've got BoYcaH with the red China vanilla. Marwan says, why do I say Emperor instead of Overload? Oh, man. Why do I say Emperor instead of Overload? Because it's not an Overload, it's an Overlord, for example, for a start. And then the difference between an Emperor and an Overlord, if I just say Overlord, that just means a regular Overlord. But if I say an Emperor, then it's an Emperor Overlord is stronger and a bigger, better, cheaper version of the normal Overlord. It's an Emperor Overlord, and it's not an Overload. It's not an Overload. You can trust me on that one. Right, we got 2 supplies, 2 war factories from SiZe. His supply placement is a lot better than BoYcaH's was. BoYcaH's going for a more defensive build order. He's gone for a quick barracks, and he's gone for the quick oil capture upgrade, where SiZe is sending a flamer straight down the left-hand side. So he's going to see this oil capture, and I think he's going to be able to shut it down. He's going to keep that flamer distracted. But these 2 flamers going down the right and left. And some bunkers being dropped down here by BoYcaH. SiZe has realized, but is BoYcaH going to get that oil? Going to be close. Oil capture just come in, so he gets his 1,000. That's the main thing he cares about, and he also gets a little bit of XP from that as well. But SiZe is going to pretty much do what BoYcaH did, maybe just a little bit sooner here with these flamers in awkward positions. I mean, once a flamer gets down here, how do you really deal with that? I mean, a Battle Master is doing damage from up there, so maybe that's one way. SiZe actually messed that up. I thought that was a guaranteed kill, but SiZe has really messed up that. Okay, somehow SiZe's flamer is still alive. I looked away because I'm pretty sure that was dead. Propaganda center being made now, but it's a little bit close to the front, so you anticipate SiZe is easily going to see that, so he knows what he's against. SiZe upgrading to a 3rd supply here in the middle. BoYcaH being very heavy with the bunkers. He's got 4 bunkers out. There's pretty much no way SiZe can go in now unless he wants to engage a bunker. Big SiZe is upgrading to a propaganda center, but he was faster with a 3rd supply, so he's going to have a bigger economy. BoYcaH now with his first new cannon out. A very good move from SiZe, as well as recognizing that BoYcaH's being very bunkery style, so he's actually upgraded to a 4th supply as soon as he's seen that, so that's very good from SiZe. So BoYcaH needs to kick him off one of them supplies at least. SiZe has now got a flamer, and he's going to bust open this bunker here on the left-hand side. I think BoYcaH still will be able to hold on, but annoyingly that bunker's going to go down and actually kill most of the tank gunners inside. Just need to rebuild that. There's 2 tank gunners left. You can make them survive if you just move them back, but I'm pretty sure if he keeps them there, the flame wall would eventually kill him. But they are moving back now, and BoYcaH's managing to hold on. Yeah, I was going to say SiZe might try and transition into some air units, because when China's been super bunkery like this, even though you've got the 4 supplies, you probably want that air support, so you probably want to get an napalm MiGs, because they can kind of come in and just wipe out a nuke cannon straight away. And I mean, yeah, they are expensive for tank, but he does have an oil that actually he forgot to collect. Oh, actually, no, he didn't. Both Lotuses there at the same time. Ivan or Lamasters, I have a question for you. If you don't take the oil and the flamer burns it, does the other guy get XP for it? If the oil is not taken for nobody. If you kill an oil and it belongs to the opponent, you don't get XP from it. And also, if it doesn't belong to anyone and you kill it, you don't get XP from it either. But if you capture it, you get a tiny bit of XP. Does that answer your question? You can also kill a hospital. It doesn't give any XP either. But if you kill a repair bay or a reinforcement pad, those two things give XP. It actually gives quite a lot of XP, I think. BoYcaH with a new cannon there. BoYcaH's been trading off more efficiently. He's actually got 640 XP here. Sneaky flamer from SiZe here, but there is an ECM and a GAT here. So BoYcaH's play so far has actually been pretty much spot on. It actually looks like a bit like single player mode. Rare to see that kind of setup. BoYcaH is playing this real well. SiZe is going to need to transition into something. He's had no Emperors out. He's got a Helix out. Didn't really cause that much damage early. Yeah, sure, he killed the 2 oils, but actually BoYcaH's play here has actually been super good. Pablo wants to refer to all overlords as overloads from now on. I mean, it's a good idea. I do prefer the name Overload. I feel like I've got quite a few memes going in Zero at the moment. There's definitely a possibility. Okay, Helix down the right. We've got Napalm MiGs out. Command Center going out for Big Size. Big Size has been kicked off one supply, and BoYcaH's actually wants that supply for himself. But SiZe still has this oil and still has this supply. So SiZe economically still ahead. BoYcaH's ahead more in terms of XP though, so that means he's had more efficient trade-offs. So yeah, I'd still say it's quite an even game, but one big MiG strike could completely wipe out that army. But SiZe is wasting MiGs here. One MiG did go down, but it's probably worth it for that new cannon, especially when you got the bigger economy. You can afford to trade off 1 for 1. Okay, SiZe is wanting to push here, and I think what he's trying to do is probably disable the anti-air and then come in with the Helix. I think that's probably what he wants to do. Helix now coming in, but I think that's a bit premature because he didn't ECM the GATs, and yeah, I don't know what that was from SiZe, to be honest. That was pretty bad. MiG's now coming in from SiZe and does take out one more GAT. There's a new cannon back in the mix for BoYcaH. Doesn't want to fire just yet, though. And actually, BoYcaH's come out on top. His Overlord's actually doing pretty well. Sorry, Overload's doing pretty well there. BoYcaH's still with a massive defense on this left side. Pretty decent defense on the right. Pretty decent force in the middle. He's doing very well all round. But it's his Napalm MiGs. I mean, one good hit can wipe out pretty much all the weak units there, leaving only just the Overloads left. Got Black Lotus here from BoYcaH, stealing some cash. Very nice. Has SiZe seen that? BoYcaH actually had 10k there, so I don't know how long that Lotus has been there for. Yeah, SiZe's cash is being drained. SiZe has now seen it and is sending an outpost there, but he's already had quite a lot of cash stolen. And that's all in BoYcaH's bank now. There is SiZe's Lotus here, though. Now the building's being captured. Oh, SiZe has moved his MiGs away, and that now belongs to BoYcaH. BoYcaH actually now hitting the other supply with his artillery. Carpet coming across as well. So I think the artillery might be on the MiGs, and the carpet probably on the supply. The SiZe is having some success here. That overload is pretty low. Carpet comes in, completely wipes out the supply, but the airfield does survive. Look at BoYcaH's XP here. Yeah, I think that Cash Hack actually played a big difference in this game because SiZe is on very low money now. He's only on 1.3k. Yeah, sure, he's still got that oil, but he needs that actually to rebuild the supply, and he's going to have to rebuild there. Mines have been dropped off in front of his war factory, and SiZe is getting completely steamrolled here by China Vanilla. So BoYcaH playing this like a bit of a beast. He did play this super well. Pretty much flawless. Flame is now coming in from SiZe, but they're all just going to get mashed up by these overloads. The Gats do get picked off, but the two MiGs have gone down. GG from SiZe. That's going to be 4-2 to BoYcaH. Well played. Well played to BoYcaH. Really, really decent performance. Winning both the China and the tank. Real strong performance. Okay, so now we're going to see SiZe's map and BoYcaH's matchup. I mean, what haven't we seen for a while? Maybe Jungle Wolf. Okay, so BoYcaH with the matchup. Okay, BoYcaH wants Demo Laser. I think SiZe will choose Sand Scorpion. He likes that map. Okay, going to be Demo Laser on Sand Scorpion. SiZe always likes this map, that's why I suggested it, and lo and behold, he said okay. Every time I see Demo Laser, he always chooses this map, so that's why. Alright, you got Big SiZe in the top left with the GLA Demolition in the orange. Bottom right, we've got BoYcaH with the red USA Laser. Remember, this is the semi-finals, by the way, of this tournament. A $600 prize pool, in case you missed that earlier. It's a best of 13. It's the first to win 7 games. And, yeah, the first place position of this tournament will take $500, and the second place will be $100. Okay, BoYcaH with an interesting build order here. Gone for a war factory and 2 supplies, but he'll be on slightly more than 2 supplies because there's different piles here. You can collect from there and also there, so he's collecting quite a bit of money. Dropping down a barracks now back in his base. First technical from SiZe. Probably going to be a TT. Or maybe this one will be a TNT. BoYcaH's dropping down a firebase, but I don't think it's going to finish. No matter what's in there, it's probably going to finish it. TNT inside of BoYcaH's base is going to hit. And I don't know if that's a fake. No, there is something inside of there, but SiZe is just not responding right now. So that TNT did hit there. But SiZe needs to wake up here because that firebase is going to finish. But he might still be able to get inside of here. He's going to finish this dozer. SiZe picked off one V. I don't know if that was actually a second V or if that was the other dozer actually. But BoYcaH kept his command center anyway. BoYcaH dropping some ranges in this building. And he probably should target the RPGs first. He's going to target the technical. That firebase probably will go down. But BoYcaH is still collecting from here. BoYcaH now remade another dozer. So that was the first unit that went down was the dozer. Another 3 technicals coming in here from SiZe. Now, because of the build order that BoYcaH went for, he's going to be pretty weak in his base earlier on. So BoYcaH, I think SiZe recognized that and he's going to try and apply the pressure right now. But actually, he's not going straight to the base. I thought he was going to go straight to the base and unload a load of RPGs. But actually, he's going more over here. He's just got 2 RPGs inside of there. At least it's going to stop BoYcaH from collecting from that. So yeah, decent decision. Some people actually like to drop down a supply here and they can very long distance collect from here. Okay, BoYcaH is going to stabilize to clear up these RPGs in his base. Missile defender going to get... Ooh, almost gets picked off. This supply here is going to get picked off and SiZe has dropped off a worker. SiZe going for a second arms dealer rather than a palace. Interesting decision. SiZe almost picking off a V there, but not quite. And BoYcaH trying to clear this up as best he can now. He's got a lot of nukes, so he can just long distance collect from here. Or he can build another supply. He can also go for his oil. SiZe is on 1 oil already, 2 oils actually, and he's now going for a 3rd over there. Power plant does go down. BoYcaH is busy over here trying to clear this up. I think SiZe can just engage this army now. There's not that much from BoYcaH. SiZe is trying to take out the barracks instead though. But if BoYcaH can hold on and collect from both of these supply docks, that'll be a big boost for his economy. It just depends how much damage he's taking back at home though, because a lot of techs in his base. SiZe is now on a full 2 arms dealers, as well as Palace is on the way as well. He can get that oil, but it's actually a little bit slow. So BoYcaH is actually doing very well here. He's holding on and pushing SiZe back now. But SiZe is now getting another 2 oils and he's going to be on demo bikes pretty soon. And because he's on 2 arms dealers, there's going to be quite a lot of demo bikes out. SiZe is trying to establish himself again here. It felt like he probably needed to drop off a worker as well. Although he's got a worker here, so I think he's got some quads lined up ready to pop there. So SiZe's been annoying with these techs, but actually he's going to lose most of them, and there's a Vet 3 as well, so they're going to give away some XP to BoYcaH. But SiZe is ahead in terms of XP anyway. SiZe actually wasting some quads there, but maybe he's just keeping BoYcaH busy as much as he can. There's a lot of quads back here as well. So actually I quite like BoYcaH's position, to be honest, because on this map you probably... Do you say it favors Demo, or would you say it's pretty balanced? Demo trap there from SiZe has been revealed. Not killed just yet. There's actually another worker building a tunnel here at the bottom right. Needs to be careful of that demo trap. He did see it, but will he remember it's there? These quads and RPGs taking out the Chinook here on the left hand side. Just needs to be careful of that demo trap. I do worry about that. Big attack from SiZe now, whilst BoYcaH is busy pushing out. A lot of quads and techs. So BoYcaH is now forced. Does he want to go back? Is he just going to try and laser lock as much as he can with these amount of missile defenders? He's going to have to probably move these Chinooks. Can't really keep him there. And SiZe is now on buggies. He's not actually going for the demo upgrade. Interesting. I suppose buggies is the more safer option because they're not that expensive for demo. They are 1,000, I think. But yeah, they can guarantee take out fees, but demo bikes can be shot down sometimes before they actually get into range. So a lot of quads here now from SiZe, going to be forcing these Vs back a little bit. One V is going to get picked off, I think. Yeah, demo bikes can destroy Vs, it just depends on the micro. Nice laser lock there. SiZe is trying to kill the CC here, but CC has a lot of HP, so it's going to take a while to kill. But these Vs look like they're going to clear everything up. ATN now coming in from BoYcaH. It's going to be on one of the oils. Counter push here from SiZe on this left side. BoYcaH needs to collect from his main base again. He's on 2k. He has no capture upgrade, actually. SiZe's doing really well here. Buggy's coming in from SiZe's base. He's also on a black market. He's also on a CC. No demo upgrade just yet from SiZe. He's choosing to stick with the buggies instead. Looks like there's a Jarman here, but it has been revealed though. Capture upgrade is now in place for BoYcaH. And BoYcaH still has a supply, but he's not collecting from there. Instead, he's collecting with too many here, but I think it's because he's paying attention here. SiZe now has the demo upgrade, so he does realize his demo. Demo of ambush is going to be ready soon. BoYcaH losing a lot. SiZe also losing a lot, but once his demo rebel ambush is ready from a CC, that's going to be such bad news for BoYcaH. BoYcaH can probably still win. He gets the oil capture and he starts collecting from here again, but the demo Jarm is actually going to be planting a bomb on the CC. Interested to see how much that bomb does to the... Actually does more damage to Shaman than the actual CC, so that's not the greatest TNT there from SiZe. Personally, I think it would have been better to go down here and then go around and plant a bomb on one of these buildings. I think it would have been more effective. But actually, he really wants to kill that CC, doesn't he? He really wants to kill it. Okay, he does manage to get the CC. BoYcaH's forced to rebuild it, but I mean, was that worth it with the Demo ambush and the Jarman? Would it not have been better to attack the other stuff? Again, I suppose SiZe gets XP for killing the CC, so maybe not so bad. SiZe's in a really good position now. With this amount of buggies, it shouldn't be really possible to win for BoYcaH. First demo bike there from SiZe. Demo bike almost going down to just ranges. And I think this is SiZe clearing up BoYcaH at the moment. Everything's going down for him. I think it's looking very, very bad for him. Buy base has gone down. There's only 2 Vs remain, and both of them are super low. It's only these last few units now from BoYcaH, and I think that's him out. SiZe also on 10k as well. GG from both players. Well played to Big SiZe. Takes the score to 4-3. SiZe bringing this back a little bit. Now needs to win with the laser against the demo. So Sand Scorpion was the map. It's actually a modified version of Sand Serpent, if you're familiar with that map. Okay, so we're going to go into the 8th game. BoYcaH against SiZe. We're pretty much halfway. I mean, 4-3. Maximum number of games you can see is what, 13? So yeah, just over halfway. And we've got SiZe in the bottom left with the laser in the orange. Top left, we've got BoYcaH in the red as the GLA demolition. Two supplies from BoYcaH, 2 supplies from SiZe. He's actually sending one of his dozers forward. Going to try and get the crush here, but is BoYcaH going to send a terrorist there? He's actually not doing. He's actually sending a terrorist to the south left side instead. So yeah, that worker probably gets stopped. Yeah, it does get stopped, but the first tech RPG will probably bring over a worker. We'll probably be able to get inside of that building, I think. Those was looking for more kills, but actually is going to just end up going back to where it was. BoYcaH does have control of these buildings here on the left. There's a terrorist here as well, but it might get picked off by a V. There's a V coming quickly from Big SiZe, and he does take out the terrorist. Or does he? Yeah, he does finish it, the terrorist. Needs to be careful he doesn't kill his own RPGs there, because the splash damage can kill the own RPGs. The Toxin tries to just clear that out. BoYcaH establishing a Nether tunnel here on the left. SiZe getting his V's out. Kept his CC, so his V count is going to be a little bit slower than normal. SiZe also going for this oil capture here. BoYcaH dropping down a Nether tunnel in the middle and still spamming text. No base attack on SiZe just yet. Instead, he's just amassing units inside of his tunnel. He might just go for a counter attack, or he might go for a bigger push now. He's going to take out probably this one dozer if he does see it. I think he will. So, attack from both players here, actually. SiZe wanting to push forward with those Vs, but actually now forced back when the Toxin Tractor came out. He's now going to be a little bit trapped, actually, these Vs. So, is BoYcaH going to recognize that these Vs are trapped and actually get the kills here? Vs from the back are going to try and take out some of these RPGs, but actually SiZe is just sacrificing them, actually. SiZe sacrificed 2 Vs. Probably could say that was worth it, maybe. But actually lost some Vs here to the terrorists, so... yeah, a lot of Vs gone down so far. Oil capture now coming in for BoYcaH. He's getting that middle oil. He's also getting the top oil. And also this oil as well. But SiZe is getting that oil and this oil. So everyone's getting that oil at the same time. 5 oil is going to be captured very soon. Tech RPG in an annoying spot there for BoYcaH. But that tunnel actually has messed up the attack position of some of these RPGs. It might have been better just to leave that tunnel. It does force SiZe to take this engagement, and 1 V has been picked off so far. It's not all that bad. BoYcaH does get picked off though, so the pressure is taken off a little tiny bit. Another V gets taken out there, so SiZe has lost a lot of Vs so far from BoYcaH's attacks. So yeah, decent pressure from BoYcaH. BoYcaH planted a booby trap. Also getting a palace. That's a variation, whereas SiZe went for a fast 2 arms dealers and then a palace later on. Actually, BoYcaH's opted for this different variation. Okay, so it's successful TNT, but there is already another supply there, and there is still a pile there, so actually SiZe is making a mistake there, needs to collect that as well. SiZe now pushing out with his Visa and an ambulance. Might be a TNT there from BoYcaH. Don't think so, but it might be. There's a lot of demo bikes now out. Jarman is out as well. BoYcaH capture this top oil. So BoYcaH's coming in with his demo bikes, but actually, again, with the correct micro, as long as you're paying attention, really, you shouldn't lose a V to them. But when they come in numbers, or they come in like this when you're not paying attention, yeah, sure, they can just wipe it out all in one. So SiZe has lost pretty much his whole army there, not paying attention for a second. Loses pretty much his whole army, only one V remains. DoMiNaToR is now out as well. SiZe has a lot of missile defenders inside of these buildings. SiZe's poor missile defenders are all going to get killed. Both players are almost level 3, so you can expect A10 and the DoMiNaToR ambush, but that oil has now been killed. That one belongs to BoYcaH. That one does. SiZe says, damn, I look away for 5 secs. Yeah, that's the thing. With demo bikes. Yes, that's changed everything. Somebody said, demo bikes allowed. Yeah, of course they are, man. Every pro 1v1 game you'll see on my channel is always no rules. Unless it says otherwise in the title. All these tournaments, all these challenges, everything, we always play no rules. And if you play any set of rules, I highly recommend, if you want to improve, that you start playing no rules. No rules, random, is pretty much 90% of what you'll see in the high level games. Okay, SiZe wanted to capture the oil, but actually there's no booby trap on that one. If BoYcaH had planted a booby trap on that one, that Ranger would not succeed. It's one of the instances where it can change the game a bit. DoMiNaToR is out. Probably will just snipe that. But DoMiNaToR probably will go down. A10 coming across the map, going to take out the black market, I think. Probably take a couple of RPGs with it as well, and the BoYcaH. Ooh, nice DoMiNaToR ambush. And GG thrown down from SiZe, so it's going to be 5-3 to BoYcaH. Well played. See, difference in money collected. BoYcaH collecting loads more there and destroying 10 more units. Okay then, so I think that who chose demo and laser? That was BoYcaH. So actually SiZe's matchup is next. And BoYcaH's map. Now, I know he likes Snowy Drought, so maybe we'll see Snowy Drought. Okay, SiZe's matchup. Okay, yeah, so SiZe will choose the matchup. He's taking his time though. BoYcaH will choose the map and also the first army. 5-3 to BoYcaH so far. He only needs 2 more to go through to the finals. So this is semi-finals, remember? Best of 13, first to win 7. First place, $500. Second place, $100. SiZe wants Nuke and Tox. If you want to grab a drink or something, probably now's the time. BoYcaH is just going to be right back. 1 minute, I think. Grab a drink, grab some popcorn. Mustafa says, Domi, are you out of the tournament? Well, I didn't play in this tournament. I just agreed for this tournament that I would help ref the tournament, stream all the games. And organize it. That's all. Yeah, I didn't play in this one, and I also don't believe you can. I don't believe you can ref. Well, you definitely can't stream and commentate unless you're going to do your own point of view. But yeah, I don't believe you can't ref it and make fair decisions when you're playing as well. Because let's say I'm playing against SiZe and the score's like 5-5 or something, and then a mismatch happens and I'm the ref. It's going to be hard for people. It's going to be hard for people to understand that I'm going to be completely unbiased. There's always going to be a sense of bias. So you always need a third party who's not playing. You need an unbiased person to make the decisions and stuff like that. Okay, BoYcaH's now gone offline, so maybe he's thinking of a strategy or watching his latest Nuke versus Tox. He might have SiZe's Nuke versus Tox saved that he played last. Excal and Vivid will play on Monday at 15... Oh, wait. 15 GMT. So yeah, that'll be the other semi-final, and then we'll have the grand final, hopefully within that same week maybe. We'll try and do it on a Friday or Saturday evening, I think, for maximum viewers. I think that would make sense. BoYcaH's disappeared. Here he is. I think he's maybe thinking of a map. He wants 0 hour carrier is over. And he wants to take Tox first. Okay, so we're kicking off with this tournament, with this next game. So we're on game number 9. In the south, we've got BoYcaH with the GLA Toxin in the red. SiZe obviously chose this matchup. And at the top, we have Big SiZe with the orange China Nuke. Yeah, Zariah said, I thought there was no games Monday to Wednesday. Yeah, that was supposed to be the case, but with Vivid's time zone, he's in Malaysia, so he can only play at very certain times, and Excal's busy all this weekend. So we can either delay it like another week, or we can just have the games on Monday. So since Toweleeeie agreed, those games, just those games, will be on Monday. Okay, BoYcaH with 2 tunnels in the middle. SiZe with a 3rd supply in the middle. I think that's quite unexpected, and especially without the truck rush. There's no truck rush yet from SiZe. No truck rush at all. But instead he's going for a very fast 3 supplies. Dozer, here on the left side. There's no mines or anything from SiZe. And I don't know if the lack of truck rush from SiZe is a mistake. I think it is. Because he would have been able to stop that tunnel otherwise. Probably a tech RPG here from BoYcaH. I don't know if it's a tech terror. Does manage to get the War Factory. Might even get the Battle Master as well. Nicely played there from BoYcaH. Does manage to take out the War Factory. And BoYcaH's actually putting most of his units inside of the tunnel. So it's going to be a big tech RPG push, I think. It's actually here on the right side. Tech RPG. So yeah, decent start there from BoYcaH. SiZe has now got mines on both of these supplies. But BoYcaH is smart. He's not going to go near the mines. And he's taking out one truck so far. He's going to try and take out this other one. I think he's got more RPGs inside of there. He's dropping down an aggressive tunnel here as well. First Scorp is now out from BoYcaH. But he's in a really good position and SiZe is not in the greatest. I feel like he should have done a truck rush and a flamer to clear out that building first. Might have been a better idea, or a truck rush and a fast battle master straight to the base. Flamer there does go down. Scorpion gets picked off. But this aggressive position is going to be hard to deal with because the battle masters, yeah, they're strong and they can suicide on the RPGs. However, once you get an aggressive tunnel to deal with like that, I mean, you're going to need a lot of battle masters, and SiZe is only on one War Factory right now. He's actually on a second one over here. Okay, fair enough. But it looks like that supply is going to go down, I think. SiZe might decide to suicide some battle masters here. He can take out the RPGs. Took out the worker, took out the RPGs. Is BoYcaH just going to decide to kill the supply, or is he going to fight these battle masters? Choosing to fight the battle masters right now. Got a quad out from BoYcaH, but there is no airfield at all. SiZe is now in a barracks here. Battle master from SiZe is coming straight down the middle of the map and might be able to get in the worker line. Could at least get in that one, but if he engages this one, the tunnel might take it out in time. I don't think so. I think the Battle Master still will reach. But he's going to take a lot of workers with him, at least. And it is a big scout as well. Does go down and kills every single worker. BoYcaH's already getting the oil here on the left-hand side. I think in the reverse, you'll see SiZe go straight for the oil. BoYcaH's already got control in the middle now as well, so this is not a good position for SiZe, although he is on a propaganda center already. He's dropping down an aggressive worker here, BoYcaH is. It's going to get spotted though. So SiZe is now getting pushed back here. Tank hunters wanting to go inside of this bunker, and I mean, if they got inside of it just a little bit earlier, this area would have been able to be held, I think. But now that it's gone down, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure where the Lotus is. If he's even got a Lotus. Yeah, he has a Lotus back here. SiZe is pushing BoYcaH back here on the right side now with the Overlords. Palace is going to be needed. Palace only being dropped down now. That's not that great, but BoYcaH is winning the engagement here on the left. Is that going to be an Overlord now? He's actually still a Battle Master. BoYcaH's way ahead in terms of XP. He's actually like twice the amount of XP. But SiZe is pushing down this right-hand side, probably recognizing that BoYcaH's not on a Palace. And I mean, if this area gets cancelled, it's going to be bad news for BoYcaH. BoYcaH's also not on a third supply here. He's got the oil, though. He's also got inside of that building there as well. Those just get picked off. But there is one more back here. BoYkaH's going to need some nice defense now if he's to hold on against this. ECM taking a bit of damage. Tech Terror, I think, coming in from the back. Amazing hit by there from BoYkaH. Kills the Overlord straight, kills the ECM straight as well. So really, really nicely played there from BoYkaH. But there is another Overlord, but without an ECM, that's going to be kind of hard to deal with. Does have the subliminal messaging upgrade. There is another Overlord as well, but there is too many Scorps, I think, to deal with, and that's already got a little bit low HP from fighting against the tunnel. Overlord's going to run away as fast as he can. Does manage to get away. Lotus is on the field now as well. Going to probably get in and capture an arms dealer, maybe. Might be able to go around the back and capture this arms dealer in the supply. Battlemaster's going to get in the supply line. Lotus. He's going to capture the arms dealer, but BoYkaH seems quick to defend it. He's got 2 quads. So even if there was a Helix, I'm not sure there's enough anyway, but SiZe doesn't have a Helix anyway. These 2 Overlords are going to get pushed back for the time being, but eventually they will be able to win the battle against these Scorpions. But the palace is now finished. SiZe actually close to level 3, so we'll be able to use the carpet and artillery to take that out soon. Barracks is being captured, but these Overlords now are so strong against these Scorps. Like someone in the chat said you can win with just Scorp spam against the Overlords. Yeah, technically maybe you can, but it's actually super hard because these Overlords with the right micro will come in, pick off 1 tank, and then they'll go back. The Overloads are overheating. Needs antifreeze. I agree, man. Not antifreeze. Coolant, you mean? Radiator coolant. Antifreeze is for the winter. Or does antifreeze cool the radiator as well? I think antifreeze and coolant, are they the same thing or different? Anyway, the Overlords here from the back now are actually clearing up these tunnels. SiZe is now level 3. He's not dropping down the CC yet. I was actually on 98%. There's a lot of overloads out from SiZe. And I think SiZe may be able to equalize here, because you could say that probably Tox has the advantage here, but SiZe has played this super good. Artillery coming across now. I can only imagine the carpet is coming as well. Carpet actually coming from this right side. Bunker tried to get some damage off on it, but didn't quite. Palace is up, as someone quite rightly pointed out in the chat. So DoMiNaToR is now out, but BoYkaH's in a bad way, because I mean his Palace has just been killed, although it is down to the hull mode. But these overloads are just killing all of BoYkaH's base. BoYkaH's not going to be on much of a base. He does have 4.5k though. Mines are coming in now, going to be on one of these tunnels, I think. SiZe killing everything here, but DoMiNaToR will be able to snipe these away one at a time. Where is DoMiNaToR? Has DoMiNaToR died? I don't think he has. Has he? Maybe he has, because I can't see him at the moment. BoYkaH's now desperately making RPGs from this barracks. I'm not sure he has a battle bus. He just sniped an Overlord there, so yeah, he does have DoMiNaToR back here. So BoYkaH's still in this. He's just in a bad way. BoYkaH still has the oil advantage. He's coming in from the behind now with his army. But he needs DoMiNaToR there, though. I think he's put DoMiNaToR back inside of the tunnel to pop him from here, but I don't know if that's too late, actually. DoMiNaToR does come out at the right time, snipes the vetted Overlord. Now with an attack from the back, maybe BoYcaH can turn this around. I think that's a TNT, maybe? Maybe not, actually. BoYcaH, this is a pivotal engagement. SiZe not paying attention at all here. He's going to lose all of his overloads. And suddenly, the game has tipped again. I thought SiZe was at a big advantage there, but I mean, with that army cleared up, it's actually becoming very, very close. So BoYcaH pretty much has this army. But again, a one carpet or one mine drop or one EMP could completely change it. SiZe is actually opting for a helix. It's going to be a super close game, this. I think probably BoYcaH has the advantage right now, but I mean, with the support powers, anything can happen. Like, one carpet could wipe out that entire army in one go. But at the same time, Jarman with the Rebel Ambush, that can also change the game. So it's going to be close, man. Helix is coming in, going to try and take out this battle bus. One guy's going to get inside of there, but I think this battle bus might actually go down. Ooh. Helix is going to have to get out of there because the battle bus is microed away. But this oil is keeping the BoYcaH in the game for sure. BoYcaH is now collecting back here. Remember, it's a best of 13, first to win 7 games. 5-3. If BoYcaH takes this one, he's only 1 away from victory. Ooh, if that hits... Oh, BoYcaH cancelled it just in time. SiZe clearing out some map control. Does need to run out of there now, though. Because the quads. But he can come in again. SiZe collecting from the middle. That's one thing going for him. He is going mass helixes. So he's got a 3rd helix now out as well. Using the Battlemaster there to tank the damage. Very, very smart. Battlemaster might go down, but I think stopping that position was probably best. SiZe is actually running out of there with his helixes. Doesn't want to risk this. Yeah, SiZe has got the support powers on his side. I think like carpet and artillery is much better than the Rebel Ambush. Because Rebel Ambush, yeah, you can kill a few units, but when SiZe is going predominantly air units, not going to achieve all that much. Okay, Rebel Ambush just completely wreck SiZe's economy there. That was a mistake moving that dozer there. Because that dozer was safe around here, so you should have stopped that. This building will now go down. And actually, if he uses the correct targeting with these helixes, he might even be able to vet these helixes up. Kills on the Rangers. So on the Rebels, rather. I mean, if you get them helixes vetted, they become so much harder to kill. BoYcaH's now going to go into super defense mode. BoYcaH actually got a Battlemaster of his own. Helix is going to come in, but I think there's a few quads in there, so needs to be careful. Does need to be careful. Artillery coming in. It's going to be on the tunnel, I think. So... yeah, that area will be completely undefended once that hits, and I think he'll probably try and capture that oil for himself with the Black Lotus, or will he just kill it? think probably capturing it for himself will be beneficial, but he might just decide to kill it. Where's his Lotus? So that's the question. It looks like he wants to just capture it for himself, but Lotus might be queued up, but I actually can't see it right now. Lotus is actually on this far right side. Refinery actually belongs to SiZe, so his Helix is slightly cheaper. It's turned out to be a pretty good game. Approaching 20 minutes. 16 minutes in. Yeah, every second that goes by, still, or every 12 seconds rather, that oil's still bringing in money for BoYcaH. But once SiZe gets it, that's a decent position for him. I think he does need it at this point because he's mined out both of his main supplies back at home, back in his base. This war factory actually might get picked off. Needs to be quick if he's going to stop that. Okay, he is going to kill it, but the war factory, or the arms dealer rather, is going to get low. It's going to start with the repair real fast. No AP ammo from BoYcaH. SiZe is now on 4, well, 2 supplies in the middle. It would have been 4, but it's mined out back at home. Okay, this oil now belongs to SiZe. So the longer this game goes now, I mean, SiZe's economy is in a real good position. BoYcaH has no markets. I feel like SiZe's performance here has been really, really strong. We whole moded a burst with 1 shot from the Battlemaster. It was an empty burst though, so I think that plays a part. I think it depends how much HP. I think Scuba said in the last stream it depends how much HP the RPGs have inside, so they should be full HP. And it's harder for the burst to go down. I think that's how it works. So yeah, close game, but I feel like this is slipping more and more in SiZe's favor. Carpet now coming across. I suppose anything can happen when you've got a Vet 3 Shaman. Oh, you do not want to pop there. You need to get out of there, man. You're going to lose 1 overlord maybe. But I think actually what SiZe did there was really smart. He actually set the capture off on the arms dealer. And actually if that carpet had been a bit to the left, he could have wiped out BoYcaH's army. So yeah, smart there from SiZe. Just forced to sell on the arms dealer. BoYcaH still has this army though, and I mean, if he uses that smartly, he can still win. I mean, 1 wrong engagement with these helixes and they all go down. Can still pull it back. A very, very close game. BoYcaH's been out active on the map, trying to do what he can. I mean, nice mines there in that bunker. Not always to be expected. Okay, SiZe is taking advantage of BoYcaH being out on this left side of the map. He's actually using his helixes. He might actually just go in and try and clear up these tunnels as well. Does he know how many? Ooh, nice mines there. Very nice mines. Oh, he even loses an overlord. Never mind drop coming in from SiZe. That's going to trap that army. Ooh, it's actually an EMP. So actually, I think that might be GG. These helixes can just clear up this whole army. It might even save the oil. Probably going to save the oil. Unless the battle buses just finish it and run away. But even the battle buses might go down. Helixes do clear up most of the army. Nice EMP there. 2 battle buses remain for BoYcaH. Scorpion has been left by SiZe. Rebel ambush here. And cash hack I heard as well. Artillery coming across. hacker center, or internet center rather, from SiZe is being dropped down. Artillery on the supply of BoYcaH. BoYcaH's low money now, $723. That Scorpion does get taken out. The rebels there have been taken out as well. SiZe has pretty much all of the map control, but there are 2 battle buses though. And a CC and a Dream. It's probably one of our closer games so far. SiZe's got an internet center and a few hackers inside of there. SiZe's battle master to take a few RPGs out, and I mean, BoYcaH doesn't have very much money at all, so I mean, he has got 2k now. Was I looking at the wrong money before? Has he sold something? Ooh, nice mine drop. Has hull moded both of them buses, and now they pretty much can't evac. And Black Lotus is somewhere. Even I can't. Oh, there she is. Gonna steal some cash. I'm just gonna capture the supply. Ooh, that's annoying for BoYcaH. BoYcaH's in a very bad way. I don't think he's got anything now. Carpet just coming in is going to kill the barracks. And a few workers. Or just one worker, rather. Yeah, I think SiZe has this one now. I mean, SiZe even has an internet center to fall back on, even if the game does go longer. He's got 4 helixes. He's got another supply going down there. He's got EMP, mines, carpet, artillery. As BoYcaH's got pretty much nothing apart from the ambush. That's not enough. Nicely played there from SiZe. He's just slowly picked apart BoYcaH for most of this game. Really, really epic game. Probably my favorite game so far. Okay, this looks like mines again. It is a best of 13. No gamma upgrade from BoYcaH. So these stingers will do some damage, but not as much as if they're gamma. I think it's like 100% extra. This have some crazy range though. Lotus is taking out the supply. BoYcaH's hanging in there as long as he can, but he has no units, I don't think, inside of his tunnel, so Rebel ambush might be ready to stop the Lotus, but I'm not sure. Yeah, BoYcaH can't remake his CC now unless he sells the palace. Then he might be able to. I think he's going to force fire to ground here and look for Lotus. Might find her. But Lotus has actually run out. So yeah, this is GG. SiZe has 6k. This is over. GG from BoYcaH. Just wasting time at this point. GG, well played. Really well done to SiZe. 5-4 is the score. 99,000 collected for SiZe. And BoYcaH 71,000 units destroyed though. He like destroyed 3 times the amount. Amazing game. GG. John Herbert says he got gamma. Are you blind? Actually, yeah, I think you're right. I think he did have gamma. Yeah, sorry, I am blind. I clicked on the Stinger and I checked for the upgrade, but actually it's the rocket upgrade, isn't it? It's the AP rockets. So yeah, I am blind. Sorry about that. Yeah, of course he had Gamma. Yo, Millard9, welcome, man. BoYcaH offline. So 5-4. Hang on a minute. How are we on 5-4? Oh, yeah, we need to rematch that map. I thought we actually did the reverse of it. Actually, it was such a long game. I thought we played it twice, but actually we didn't. Zero-hour carry is over. Tox against Nuke. So you can imagine SiZe is probably going to win this one because I reckon Tox is stronger here. Tox should win, but SiZe's Nuke performance there was amazing. So just waiting for BoYcaH to come back, and then we're going to kick off with this. This is SiZe's chance to equalize now with the stronger army on this map. It's kind of like a tournament desert map. Because you can see, like, obviously the money in the center. You've got the oils on one side, though, which is a little bit different. Obviously, the other oil for tournament desert will be on the right side. And the supply is a little bit differently placed. But it is kind of like a tournament desert map. I actually really like it. We need to kick Bill Clinton. And we need to wait for BoYcaH to come back. I reckon BoYcaH will be checking the map. I reckon that's why he's gone offline for a sec. Can this go to 6-6? I very much think it can, actually, yeah. All right, just waiting for BoYcaH to come back, and then we'll kick off with this. Michael Peters, thanks for your comment, man. But more thank you to Toweleeeie as well for sponsoring this tournament. Wouldn't be happening without him, so a big shout out to him. $600 of his own money. Massive $600 prize pool. First place will get $500. Second place will get $100. For the top 8 players. BoYcaH likes to go offline after the games because he'll check the replay and he'll check the strat. To be fair, it's a legitimate strategy. SiZe saying copycat. BoYcaH has done that in the past, but will BoYcaH just outright copy it? I'm not sure. You know, he might just go for a 2 supplies, barracks, and a bunker on this side. Maybe it definitely looks different at this point. Maybe he's going for 3 doses. No, he's not going for 3 doses. But yeah, you're right. BoYcaH was watching the replay. When will the final be played? I don't know. Hopefully within a week of Monday. Okay, 2 supplies, 2 war factories from BoYcaH. Truck rush down the right side. He's actually cancelled the second war factory. He's going for a fast propaganda center. I think he might be. Truck rush down the right side. It is completely open there, and he might get this worker as well if he's paying attention. Gets the worker, and he's actually going to get in this right side as well. But there is a first tech out already, so I think that truck probably will go down. Okay, second war factory now going up for BoYcaH. This truck is not going to reach his target. Tunnel being dropped off there on the right side. Flamer and a Battlemaster here. We'll probably take out these two RPGs. This tunnel here is probably going to get up. Terrorist here might get a kill. I was at least going to delay. Oh no, BoYcaH, why are you doing that? Did not need to do that at all because the terrorist was going to go down anyway.
Great stream as always, man. Thanks again.
Yo, Toweleeeie, thank you very much, man. Much appreciated, and you're more than welcome. It's been fun hosting this, and you know what's cool about it is because it's only the top 8 players. There's actually not that many games to stream. It's like, what, 6, 7 games in total to stream, and they're all in big games. Like, if you get like the World Series, you cast in some of the early rounds of like 64 players or 128 players, it can be a little bit draining to all of them games. But this has actually been super fun. All of them super high level, so yeah, it's been super good. But yeah, much appreciated, Toweleeeie. Thank you very much. Capture upgrade already up for SiZe. He's getting that left side. Oil might actually get this oil here as well. Dermis says, what is the best China army? He thinks nuke. I think overall you probably have to say infantry is the strongest. Yes, sure, nuke is pretty decent. You got like fast overlords and stuff, and it probably certainly is better than China vanilla. But infantry, I think overall is the best because tank hunters, once you get like 4 or 5 in a group, they are so strong against pretty much everything early game. So yeah, personally, I think infantry. Battlemaster here for BoYcaH is going to get in the supply line. It's even going to stop this tunnel, I think. Well, tunnel might just complete, but then all of the workers are still going to go down. Actually, they should have gone further into the workers, I think, to cause maximum damage. The oil now captured here from SiZe on the left, and he's probably intending to capture this one here. Looks like SiZe is taking the advantage so far. He's even dropping down a 3rd supply here. Pablo says, poor Dominator only reaching 850% of his donation goal. The thing is with this donation goal, I think I only put it to $20, so... So yeah, we have smashed it by 850%. That's something crazy. Okay, so SiZe coming in, trying to take out an overload with a super tech. He actually does capture this left side. And it looks like SiZe is taking the advantage, but this overload on this right side actually is taking down the tunnel. BoYcaH is actually on about the same XP as SiZe, slightly ahead in terms of XP. Toweleeeie says we can do it again for his huge Christmas tournament. That'll be cool, man. Definitely. Yeah, hopefully someone asked when the final will be, but I hope if we do XCal Vivid on Monday, which is planned for, then I hope like next Friday or Saturday after that will be the grand final. So whoever wins this set and XCal Vivid, that set. I feel like SiZe has got too much of a presence in the middle right now. He's building a palace here. A bit of a weird position for a palace. I just feel like SiZe has got these 2 left oils. Okay, that one's been recaptured, but he's got a 3rd supply. Actually, this overload with the crazy range from the cliff is taking out that supply, but there's a load of scorps here from SiZe. So SiZe might be able to take down that overload. It's going to get real close to it and it's going to take it out. The ECM not really working for the overload there. Does lock onto a tank. It didn't deflect most of the missiles. Most of the missiles hit. Tech Terror does get stopped there. He's got a small army here, but actually from SiZe, he's more interested in pushing down the middle. He's going to spot the airfield. He's got a super tech here. He's going to cancel the airfield, I think. Yeah, BoYcaH didn't even cancel it himself, so lost 1,000 there. Big push down this right side as well as an aggressive tunnel. Overload's come in to try and defend this in the middle. But I just feel like SiZe has got too much of a hold on the map. Palace might actually get stopped there. That's interesting. But it might flame his own Lotus, though. He's not careful. Oh, it's a Fargo flame wall. Ah, poor Lotus. But I think it doesn't really make a difference. I think SiZe will win anyway because he's cleared up this right side now. He's getting more veterancy. But the thing is that BoYcaH is actually level 3 as well. So he's going to have carpet and artillery. Palace did get stopped. So actually, maybe I'm counting BoYcaH out too soon. His oil is getting killed though. SiZe still has this oil. Still has this third supply. That whole area has been killed. Carpet a little bit premature there. It's actually revealed that he's level 3 as well. I feel like probably would have been better on the base because you could have annihilated the entire base. I mean, if you did artillery on there and then the carpet on there, this whole base wouldn't be unprotected. Like now, ooh, artillery does kill one tunnel and there are going to be mines in the other one. Actually, okay. That's pretty good. But this whole base now is going to be hard to defend for SiZe. All of his tanks are inside the tunnels. This game is flipped again, man. This is a decent map and a decent matchup. This has been the best round in reverse I think we've seen so far with the Toxin and Nuke. But the tanks coming in here from the back might be able to trap this overload. Got Super Tech coming in as well. It's got RPGs in it. I think that's BoYcaH's army going to get cleaned up. Oh, the ECM is leaving the tank. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that's going to survive. I mean, I would have bet big money that was guaranteed dead, but somehow it's managed to survive. But I think SiZe will trap it again because he'll just pop from here. So yeah, I still think it's probably doomed. But it's still going to be annoying for SiZe. SiZe is now popping his army from there, but now the overload can just run again, like past here, I think. Needs to get out of there fast. Needs to get out of there. SiZe in the back of BoYcaH's base. Yeah, BoYcaH's only supply is going down, but actually he's rebuilding one here. BoYcaH's got another overload. This one's got a Gatling cannon on top of it. So actually BoYcaH's doing alright. I think it's that Palace cancel. I think that Palace from SiZe. Remember when I said that's a weird position? If he'd have just dropped that down like here, he would have had a Jarman out. And this army would have been so much easier to deal with. In fact, I probably would guarantee that SiZe will win the game. If that Palace had been built back here and the Jarman was out already, I'd guarantee that SiZe would already win the game or be desperately winning the game. I mean, I still think he probably is in a winning position or leading position. But BoYcaH's army is still pretty strong, though. I mean, yeah, one mistake from BoYcaH was that he flame walled his own Lotus. I mean, if Lotus could get like back here and sneak in the back there, that could be a big game-changing moment, capturing these key buildings. Could have probably gone through there as well, captured that refinery and captured the CC. Like, SiZe is dropping down these tunnels now. But that wouldn't cover from a Lotus going down the right side, I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of overloads out from BoYcaH. Still no Palace anywhere in sight. SiZe is level 3, so maybe if he uses the maximum level of Rebel Ambush, level 3, maybe he can still win. But this is going super close, just like the previous game. Welcome Al in the chat, by the way. This is Command and Conquer Generals 0 Hour. Far better than Total Annihilation. Best RTS game ever created. And still very much live. 17-year-old game, very, very much live. Massive competitive scene, $600 tournament here. But I mean, just a few months ago, we had a 2K tournament. We're going to have a 2.5K tournament. In the future, we're going to have another massive money tournament by Toweleeeie in Christmas. So if you are new here, recommend subscribing. You can get the game $8 on g2a.com. Install it through Origin. All the links are in the description. But yeah, welcome to the 0 Hour community. Okay, mine drop, I think, from BoYcaH straight down the middle. In fact, I'm definitely sure that's a mine drop. It's going to be probably outside of one of these tunnels. BoYcaH's pretty much just going around with these overlords, just clearing up everything. But it's all because that palace is still a palace lacking. Oh, the palace has been dropped down there now, actually, so probably going to see a Jarman now, and that's going to change the battle. Okay, artillery coming across the map. What is that going to be on? Probably just going to be on these workers, I think. No carpet seen just yet. Actually, I stand corrected. Artillery actually hit the arms dealer. It's actually almost killed it. I mean, now Jarman's out. I mean, you see how hard it is now for BoYcaH because these tanks are pretty much his only way back into this game. But when Jarman's out on Rebel Ambush, it's gonna be difficult. I mean, he's putting up a good attack, and again with the difference of the support powers being that the carpet and artillery and the mines, anything can kind of happen. He's also close to level 5, so an EMP on the tanks can be very good. But it's just the Jarman really. We Run Man cartoon says I'm not a fan of the CNC remastered. Actually, I was when it first came out. I played it solidly for like quite a few weeks. At the end of the day, once you've played that and you've got that kind of nostalgia back and whatever, you can't really. The graphics are way different. Like 0 Hour is far more advanced. It's still it's a good game, yeah, sure. And every now and again, probably still go back and play it, but you can't really compare it to the. Especially how active 0 Hour is at the moment and how many competitive players and how many big money tournaments and stuff, you can't really compare it. If there's more CNC games remastered in the future, then yeah, sure, check them out. But yeah, as of right now, I prefer to play 0 Hour. Okay, 3 Helixes now for BoYcaH. It's pretty much a very similar game to before, but SiZe is just in a better position than BoYcaH was. Oils have been killed. BoYcaH needs to be careful because that overload almost got captured. BoYcaH is now 5-star. Red guards are being produced to try and get inside of these tanks again. The Shaman does need to be careful. So that Gatling cannon will detect it, but actually Shaman's just going to run away now. BoYcaH's going to recapture both of those. That's an EMP, I think. Nicely played from the EMP. 3 battle buses out from SiZe. It's kind of a similar game to before, but I just think that SiZe is in a slightly better position. So BoYcaH's certainly not out of this. He's collecting from the middle still. Back in his base, he's still collecting some crates, some supplies, and he's still got a little bit of supplies on both of them, actually. There's a worker here from SiZe. I think SiZe mainly just has these battle buses, though. He's keeping them actually outside of the tunnel, which is an interesting choice. Not sure how many quads he has, if any. But actually, yeah, he's keeping these battle buses outside of his tunnel, which is an interesting choice. I'd like to know why he's doing that. I think it's in case that BoYcaH maybe hits the tunnel with the carpet or artillery. He's still got the battle buses outside of it, so he can still use them for defense. Wow, nice carpet. And I suppose that's why he's keeping the battle buses outside of his tunnel. Rebel ambush is right on top of the army, and that's bad news. There's a lot of quads out as well. I think SiZe was saving that. Now these helixes are in a bad shape. One of them going very, very low. Yeah, I think that engagement kind of changed things a lot. BoYcaH actually made 2 MiGs, and you're probably wondering why, but I think it's the whole mode the buses. Because if you get 2 MiGs on one battle bus, I think it pretty much whole modes it. Artillery coming across the map. It's going to hit this supply here. I mean, this attack looks pretty good. One carpet could change this, but carpets are only just been used, I think, like, what, a minute ago, 30 seconds ago. Al, I see you're still in the chat, man. I'm glad you're sticking around. Definitely recommend you watch some more Zero. Interested to know if you played it before or if you're brand new and never seen Command & Conquer or Zero before. Yeah, hopefully you stick around. There's lots of big games happening lately. I think this is the end for BoYcaH's helixes. It was a really decent attempt, but I think SiZe's late game GLA here, he was just in a better position mostly all round. Yeah, Black Lotus I haven't seen for a while, but I think it's because the propaganda center's only just been built. These helixes now going to get caught out of position. It's a little bit laggy, actually. It's gone to 39 ping there. GG from BoYcaH. Yeah, we need to do a ping test next, I think. It's going to be 5-5 is the score. Are we going to be going to a decider? At 6-6, we will go to a decider. It's first to win 7. We can have a look at the money collected. 92,000 versus 76. Units destroyed. Loads more for BoYcaH, but it's not quite enough to get him over the line and get the win. So it's very close, tight series so far. I think we just need to do a ping test because the ping went actually pretty high there towards the end. Yeah, so super close series so far. 5-5 after 3 hours. Going to be in for a long night. Potentially got 3 more games left. The maximum. So if you want to grab a drink or a snack, maybe now is the chance. Well, we're waiting for both players to join. But yeah, I don't know if it was a little bit laggy there towards the end, so we might need to just do a ping test. Or maybe we'll just go and see if it's alright. John Lynch says, why do I choose to stream on YouTube and not Twitch? Because more people are able to watch on YouTube. My biggest following is on YouTube. I mean, my YouTube channel is 7 times bigger than Twitch. But YouTube, you can have like a poor quality connection and you can still watch it in pretty high quality. Whereas on Twitch, you can't. Okay, so BoYcaH matchup. And now SiZe will choose the map, and then he will choose which army he plays first as well. Yes, it is best of 13. Toweleeeie said, can we get to 500 viewers? That'd be nice. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite your cat, invite your dog, invite your neighbors. Invite your neighbor's cat and neighbor's dog. Invite your neighbor's cat's friends. And invite your neighbor's cat's friends' parents. And we'll make 500 views. Also like the stream. And we'll get more people like Al. Is Al still in the chat or has he left? If he's left, man, I'm going to be sad. Air stealth. SiZe map. Might choose cold territory. Because I've seen him play air stealth quite a few times on cold territory. I don't know if he chooses that. I'm just going to flick through a few and see if there's any one that he wants. Devastated Oasis. Desolate District. Eagle Eye. Maybe I'd like to see Eagle Eye actually. Evergreen Lagoon. Forbidden Takeover. Yo, Arjan, by the way, welcome. Naras, welcome. And Depuce, whose name I can't pronounce, welcome. Where is SiZe, man? SiZe. Do I know any Dutch? No, I don't actually. I used to have a Dutch friend many years ago. And I'm sure he probably taught me some words way back then, but I don't remember anything. Eagle Eye, there we go. Okay, Eagle Eye is going to be the map, and Air Stealth. Yo, Casper, man, welcome. Al is still here. Everybody give a shout out to Al. He came here from a Total Annihilation video. So I'm glad the 0 Hour stream is getting recommended from a Total Annihilation video. Legendary says his cat doesn't have friends. I mean, what kind of cat doesn't have friends? Yo, Ron E, welcome, man. Arjen, welcome. BoYcaH says gay. SiZe has chosen Eagle Eye. A lot of money on this map. All right, come on, SiZe. Okay, Air Stealth. Game number 11 is Fear Out with a mental donation.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair and dress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. What's up, GG?
FD Extreme Fear Out never ceases to amaze me with these donation messages. Well played, man. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. FD Extreme is always welcome here. All right, we've got SiZe in the bottom left. Sorry, bottom middle rather. With the USA Air Force in the orange, and in the top we've got BoYcaH with GLA Stealth in the red. So I'm going to predict what BoYcaH's going to do here. BoYcaH is he's gonna find this drone first of all. So nice placement there. It's actually more bad placement from SiZe. But BoYcaH's going to make a hijacker straight away, and he's going to send it across the map and try and get inside of a dozer. He actually might get this one. I actually did it twice against SiZe very recently, just like on Tuesday of last week. Like twice in a row, I played stealth versus his USA, and both times I managed to get his dozer with the hijacker. Hijacker did get revealed, so SiZe might see that, but SiZe is still going to lose his dozer. There's no way that's going to escape. So yeah, I mean, SiZe does this way too often. If you want to beat SiZe in this matchup, just make a hijacker and you'll get his dozer. Ooh, SiZe seems quite aware though. Oh, smart from SiZe. He did see it. But I don't know if that was more luck or if he recognized it was coming. I don't know which one it was. But if BoYcaH had got that... Oh no, BoYcaH, you just lost all your RPGs. Ah, man, that is painful. That is painful. Lost all of his RPGs and the hijacker pretty early on. This tech is probably going to go down as well. So actually, everything is going SiZe's way so far. Russian guy asked how long is the delay on the stream. The delay on the stream is about a minute or maybe like a minute and 10 seconds. It's not a 7-second delay. There's a big delay. So yeah, it's not beneficial really to watch any players to stream snipe or anything like that. Yo, Ron E, welcome, man. Thank you for your comments, much appreciated. Welcome your neutrality if he's in the chat. Yeah, he is. Welcome, man. Ooh, nice pick off there. Does pick off a V, but he does lose 2 quads though, so probably so far you have to say this is going SiZe's way, although he did just lose a V. He's going to lose some missile defenders here as well. I don't know if BoYcaH's going to allow him to get in there. BoYcaH did get in himself. So BoYcaH applying the pressure on this right side, but SiZe is gaining some map vision at least. He's got inside of this building here on the left side. These quads are going to be chased away, and there's another quad coming in from BoYcaH. He's on a 3rd supply now, but I still feel this is all going SiZe's way, really. Oh, BoYcaH's getting a hijacker. He's determined to get a dozer, but his economy is not that great. Yeah, sure, he's just upgraded to a 3rd supply, but right now I'm not convinced he has that many units out. SiZe is going to lose this dozer here. So BoYcaH does build. He likes to build a power and a barracks, so he'll like to laser lock. It's dropping down 2. But the thing is, if SiZe just goes across the map now with his Vs and goes straight to the base, how is BoYcaH going to be able to deal with that? It doesn't drop down any barracks from missile defenders. Just wants the power right now. Sometimes you can get carried away by making the missile defenders and using them to laser lock. Someone said they heard a cow in the game. Oh man, I love the comments. I think this is going BoYcaH's way now. I don't know how he's actually bringing it back, but now he's got that power. And now he's trapped these Vs here with this amount of RPGs. Do you see how fast the tunnels build now? They build at twice the rate. I mean, quads and RPGs now, quads and tunnel spam might actually manage to get it across the line for BoYcaH. SiZe recognizing he's not having that much success here on this right side. And he's actually just going to go across the map and try and cause maximum damage now. BoYcaH throwing down more tunnels. SiZe under threat. He has a lot of RPGs, and SiZe wasting all of his Vs. Lost 3 Vs there for nothing. Just ran him straight into the RPGs. Went instantly down. So BoYcaH applying good pressure here. SiZe only collecting on 1 supply. SiZe had brought back all of his Vs. He's now just, sacrificing his base and going across the map. Moment of truth for SiZe then. Is he going to be able to do something now? But yeah, again, this is like probably the 10th time in a row I've seen SiZe's dozer get hijacked by a stealth hijacker and then a power. And then it puts so much pressure on the Air Force to do something. Even though you've got a stronger army, GLA with power is better. Yeah, SiZe's going to try and cause as much damage as he can now. RPGs and quads is going to be what it's the defense for BoYcaH. Needs more tunnels though, BoYcaH. He's got 3,200. He's dropping down another arms dealer. But I mean, he needs like another 3 tunnels here or something. Does manage to pick off 1 V. But is that enough? Does have a lot of RPGs, so it probably is enough. SiZe's in a bad way. SiZe's now getting his all at the bottom left. He's not collecting on his main supply still because these tunnels are so aggressive. So I'll take it back. Maybe BoYcaH didn't need more tunnels. I mean, he was floating like 3k, so there's no harm in dropping down a couple more just in case SiZe did break through. And he still could break through. Let's see. Okay, SiZe now is trapped. He's going to try and take out the power, but there is another power over here, so there's not really that much use. Apart from it will get SiZe vetted up, so he will get level 3 soon. And you do get quite a lot of XP from power plant kill, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think you get the same amount of XP if you kill that as if you kill a CC. I think. Nice laser log there from SiZe, but his army is all going to get cleared up, and that's the most important thing there for BoYcaH. Another load of missile defenders coming across, but actually they're supposed to go in that V, so that's a miss micro there from SiZe. I don't even know if this V is supposed to be coming across the map, to be fair. So SiZe is getting pulled apart at the moment. Ooh, that BoYcaH actually does manage to get through as well. SiZe is busy controlling everywhere at the moment. That army does get completely cleared, so BoYcaH's in a really decent position. His palace is being built now as well. That power even did survive. SiZe is not even 3-star. BoYcaH's building even more aggressive tunnels here and here as well. Interested to watch that because BoYcaH often does that. He manages to get his workers stuck inside of the scaffold, which prevents it from being run over. I think it was Xcal who told me that BoYcaH's managed to find out a way of doing it every time, repeatable, so you can actually save your worker every single time inside of the scaffold. BoYcaH's actually managed to build a supply on SiZe's main. A little bit of insult to injury. Nicely played by BoYcaH so far. Relentless pressure. SiZe now collecting from here. He does have the artillery platform. He's still got the oil in the bottom left. But with this double spam from the quads and the power, I mean, it's going to be so hard for SiZe. SiZe is now level 3, so I mean, with Pathfinders, he might be able to clear this up with Pathfinders and Search and Destroy, but he doesn't have Search and Destroy right now, and his CC is probably going to go down. BoYcaH's got vetted quads, scrapped up, and a load of RPGs. Command Center's going to try to repair. I think he needs A10, but oh, Spectre is going to be. He might save the CC actually with the Spectre, and he needs Pathfinders. Yeah, it's got Pathfinders out now as well, so CC is going to be saved. The SiZe is going to hang on for now, but I still feel like this is slipping in BoYcaH's favor. Well, tonight it looks like we've recruited a new player in Zira. Al is going to get the game. Al, you can check in the description of this stream. There's a playlist called How to Install and Play Zira. And in there you can either install it with Windows 7 or Windows 10. I show you everything to do. And then on my channel as well, if you search on YouTube, DoMiNaToR Zira troubleshoot... Oh no, wait, what's it called? Resolve connection issues. If you're having trouble connecting, I show you like what ports are open and all kind of stuff like that as well. So yeah, welcome. +1 new players tonight. Nice. Life goal achieved. Okay, Search and Destroy deployed. From SiZe, BoYcaH has beaconed it, so he knows where the Search and Destroy is. Okay, SiZe's doing a good job of holding on so far, but I mean, with these buggies out now, with quads, it's got AP ammo as well. It's going to be so hard for SiZe to hold on, because these V's are just going to get ripped apart by the buggies as soon as he moves around the CC. I mean, the only thing that could hurt BoYcaH now is probably an A10 right in the middle of that army. BoYcaH's on so much economy, though. He's on the middle. No refinery, though. Could get the refinery. I was going to say nice carpet, but actually it didn't kill anything at all. Carpet not achieved that much. Buggy's going to take out these quads, and now this is looking bad for SiZe. He's got no ambulance here. He's got the... Oh, he does have an ambulance, but he's got the battle drones. They're expensive, though. Why, are they 300 each? And they're probably going to go down very quick to these quads. CC is now under threat. CC's got so much HP, though. Spectre gunship. Ooh, it's actually nice from SiZe. CC still goes down, but a Spectre gunship has taken out most of the army, and then the Vs are going to clear up everything else as well. There's a load of ranges here, 1v1 in the quads. Or 10v3 in the quads. So yeah, SiZe holds on for now. Another CC being placed down for SiZe. I would like to see a CC placed closer to the edge, because the support powers come from the edge. So I mean, if you've got a CC there and you fuel air bomb there, it'll come straight from the edge and you have no time to react. Crazy range in the tunnel does take out that V. BoYcaH now pushing on his left side. Chinook is going to go down. SiZe is getting ripped apart here. BoYcaH's spam is just too much. I mean, once stealth gets power, it's just so hard to deal with, especially when you got that aggressive position there. I mean, the start all went SiZe's way, but then as soon as BoYcaH got power and established this flank attack, everything just went BoYcaH's way. So GG from both players. BoYcaH is going to take it to 6-5. SiZe under now a little bit of pressure. Actually, quite a lot of pressure, but his stealth versus air is also very good. So let's see how SiZe is going to handle that. SiZe now needs to win 2 games in a row to go through to the finals, where he will face either Xcal or Vivid, and BoYcaH just needs to win this last game now. Just needs to win one more game. Decider will be Tank Mirror, I believe. Yeah, Tank Mirror on Snowy Drought is the map decider. I think that favors SiZe, because BoYcaH's Tank Mirror is probably one of it. I'm not saying it's super weak, but it's probably one of his weaker matchups. Okay, so kicking off with the next game then. On game number 12, and we're 3.5 hours in. We've got big SiZe in the north with the GLA Stealth in the orange. In the south, we've got BoYcaH with the red USA Air Force. Someone said, how much will the tournament final winner get? They will win $500 for first place and $100 for second place. All courtesy by the sponsorship of Toweleeeie. It's his own tournament. I'm just the host and the ref. He came up with pretty much 90% of the rules. And the player picks and the bracket and all kinds of stuff like that. So we've got SiZe going for what looks like 3 supplies, and then he actually does like to get a fast oil capture. So he's going for a massive eco boom. BoYcaH keeping his CC, dropping down a war factory. Yeah, SiZe under a lot of pressure now. He needs to... Well, he can't afford to lose any more games. So he needs to win this one now. Nice pick off there from SiZe. So SiZe establishing tunnels in pretty much every place on the map. He's also in position to establish tunnel there on the right as well. I can't see if he's got the capture upgrade yet, but I'm guessing he has. BoYcaH with his first V here. I actually don't know if keeping your CC is a wise idea or not, because you sell that, you can get your V army out faster. And like an eco boom build order like SiZe is going for here with the oil capture upgrade, you can punish it if you get that right amount of Vs out and like charge down the middle of the map, drop down a fire base in your base. Charge straight down the middle of the map to close down his war factory, you can win the game. But if you don't sell your CC, you do slow yourself down a bit because you're not getting that extra $1,000. SiZe now going for the oil capture at the top left. But I don't know if that was a little bit slow from him though. I think he had the capture upgrade for a while. First technical coming down the left and right hand side. There is a worker in position in the same place where BoYcaH established it. But the difference here is that there's a V here already. You might be able to take out the worker there. BoYcaH's brought 2 missile defenders, so wants to go inside of these buildings. BoYcaH likes the fire base, and he's dropping down plenty of fire bases so far, or 2 already, under 3 minutes on this left side. Okay, quads pushing down this left side, but there are 2 fire bases there, so the quads probably want to turn around, and that's what they are doing. I think SiZe is trying to keep BoYcaH as busy as possible. But with the 2 fire bases dropped down there and these garrison buildings here, I think it is looking good for BoYcaH right now. No ambulance out just yet. This first tunnel here is going to go down. So SiZe often does this. He goes for a counter-attack whilst the Vs are out of position to try and delay as long as possible, because ideally you want to try and get on a palace. So SiZe here going for a counter-attack. Does manage to take out 1 Chinook. Loses 2 quads for that though, but he is keeping BoYcaH contained. SiZe also getting refinery as well, so his quads are going to be cheaper. He is stealth, so there'll be like 630 each now. Just gonna have a lot, and he's also got a second arms dealer coming as well as a hijacker. Hijacker will be looking for that dozer. There is a drone right there though, so BoYcaH might see it, and the V's are going in that direction. So that hijacker is not going to pay for itself at all. Would have been better actually to pop it from here, but actually is BoYcaH even paying attention to it? I think BoYcaH should have seen that. Yeah, he's seen it. BoYcaH with his defensive drones. But the thing is here, the hijacker is actually going to mostly escape. Actually, 1V does chase it. 1V did go down though, because the Vs were slightly out of position. More defensive tunnels from SiZe. Artillery platform going to be captured by SiZe. Ooh, 2 Vs getting picked off there from SiZe off BoYcaH. Search and destroy is on the way, and that's going to make this engagement a lot easier. But with the two Vs already picked off, and this artillery platform as well.
Search and destroy.
It's not going to be super easy. Palace being dropped down here by SiZe on this left side. There's an aggressive tunnel here on the right. But it doesn't quite have that same hold that BoYcaH had before though. Carpet coming in. Ooh, that's going to be painful. Only one quad. Actually, that's pretty good. Because even the supplies survived as well. It's actually pretty good. Could have been better. Could have been directly on the tunnel and could have killed a few more quads. So tunnel here on the right side is going to go down. Ambulance to survive. Big quad army coming in again. But this is all buying time for SiZe to get onto his palace. Always does this. As soon as the Vs are out of position, send all your quads in and delay them as long as possible. Whilst also taking down Snooks and stuff like that. So yeah. SiZe with a really good strategy here. It's going to probably take down the Search and Destroy. Ooh, now with the terrain. These Vs are actually messed up, so it looks like we're heading for a decider so far. I mean, it all depends on that Palace getting up and the buggies. All the Vs do get cleared up, actually. So all the quads do. So BoYcaH is now level 3. So actually, I'm saying that a little bit prematurely. This game is not over, not anywhere near over. SiZe still has a lot of quads, though. He has a refinery, artillery platform. He's building another supply here on the left. No supply at the top right, though, interestingly. Only collecting with 3 workers there. Only 3 workers collected on his main as well. So SiZe is lacking workers. Sneaky worker here, but there is a V there already, so that's going to stop the worker. SiZe is now on his palace, dropping down his first black market. He's also got a supply here at the top right. BoYcaH's doing as much damage as he can in the middle now. He's dropping down a supply here on the right side. BoYcaH is already level 3, as we know. Spectre gunship has killed SiZe's supply there. BoYcaH with a massive army now. I mean, buggies are already out. 1 V does get picked off. It's all about the V numbers now. SiZe needs to pick off as many Vs as he can before they get to his base. He does not want to let any of them get to his base. And the longer BoYcaH goes back... Ooh, BoYcaH's bringing his Chinooks, actually. SiZe popping from another tunnel. Going to try and take this out. This is kind of an all-in at this point from BoYcaH. Bringing all of his Chinooks. Actually, not all of them. BoYcaH needs to cause the damage here now before this game goes any longer. He knows if this game goes even longer. So BoYcaH's bringing even more Chinooks across the map. He's closing down these tunnels, and it means he wants to close down these war factories. That's exactly what he wants. BoYcaH bringing everything now, bringing all the Chinooks now. Needs to cause all the damage he can now, and it's all about preservation of this army for SiZe. 1 buggy goes down there. 2 quads have gone down so far. SiZe trying to take down these Chinooks as much as possible. There's a lot of buggies out though, so it's just can SiZe go in super survival mode and survive this massive onslaught. There's vetted Vs. BoYcaH's approaching 5-star now as well. He's already 4-star. 1 arms dealer has gone down. But there is stealth tunnels everywhere. Another arms dealer going down. This is SiZe's tournament life on the line. There's a lot of buggies still, and even with the point defense lasers, they're still going to break through. Chinooks are being picked off very, very slowly. Carpet comes in, and it's the palace, but without a follow-up, might not go down, actually. No fortified structure from SiZe, that's a mistake. SiZe is clearing up this army, though. Missile defenders here are going to try and take down that supply. A10 does finish the palace, because fortified structure wasn't in place. He's going to lose his palace for that. So no more buggies from SiZe. Whatever buggies he's got out now is what he's going to have for a while. BoYcaH has replaced pretty much all of his Chinooks. Still not replaced them ones on the right though. He's still got 4K. Spectre gunship coming across. Going to try and reset the palace again. This was a decent push. Really smart from BoYcaH. Because if he just kind of sat back and played defensive from that point, the buggies would just pick him apart. Spectre gunship going to try and take out the oil at the top left. Is going to succeed as well, but there's plenty of money still for SiZe. Ooh, a lot of the V's died there. Must be that building there is pretty much fully garrisoned. Yeah, you can see all the guns sticking out of it. There's a lot inside there. So yeah, the MVs have been picked off. So SiZe's survival so far is looking beastly. I mean, it was a really decent attempt from BoYcaH, but now SiZe has held on against that. You have to say it now favors SiZe's position. But I mean, don't count BoYcaH out as a... he's almost a 5-star air general. Combat Chinook. But I mean, there are quads out, but... no AP ammo, but there are a lot of quads. Don't know if that's enough to take down these. BoYcaH. There's too many quads. Oh, maybe that's a bit of an act of desperation from BoYcaH. He's going to drop off his missile defenders at least. He might be able to take out the arms dealer. Ooh, especially if he goes inside of that hut. But the buggies from Rangers pop it open and the quads will come in. BoYcaH's now going to use that distraction to push his Vs down the right side. I'm not sure how many missile defenders he's got inside of them Vs. BoYcaH does have the oil in the bottom left. SiZe has cleared all this up. He's got bounty now as well. Command center has been deployed. SiZe way behind in terms of XP. BoYcaH's almost on a 5-star, so leaflet, fuel air bomb, all that kind of stuff. But BoYcaH is acting a little bit desperate. He's thrown away a lot of stuff. Rather than letting SiZe like trying to take the whole map with the buggies, we wanted to close it out there and then, and it looking like it might not have worked out. SiZe is still very much alive. He's got a decent amount of supplies. Needs to sell that supply in the top right there. Just collecting their forward workers. Still got a really good hold in the middle. About to mine out there. I mean, even if this game does go super long, I think BoYcaH can still win because once the supplies mine out, he's only going to be on a couple of markets. So he's got 2 markets there. Yeah, that bunker. Look how fully loaded that is. Wiped out 3 Vs before I could even look at the map. Toxin tractor down this right side is going to probably clear out these 2 buildings. Maybe the laser lock will stop the Toxin tractor. I don't think so. Ooh, does stop it enough. Yeah, it does stop it enough. But again, buggies from range just pick off these Vs one by one. 3 combat Chinooks are coming in. It does have junk repair, but no AP ammo. 4 combat Chinooks. Leaflet or fuel air bomb. I'm guessing that's leaflet. It's acting like an EMP, so it disables most of SiZe's army. And now BoYcaH can come in with these combat Chinooks. So it's all going to be about the quad count for SiZe. He has no AP ammo just yet, but there are still 3 quads here. Carpet coming in. This is why air is so strong, by the way. Fuel air bomb is going to pop open that. Carpet takes out most of the army of SiZe. Gets the cancel on the tunnel as well. Epic game here, by the way. Fuel air bomb does pop out that that bunker, but all the RPGs inside of it survive, and there's actually enough workers to carry on collecting. 8 on the building, but because of the fortified structure this time, it does survive without even going to the hull mode. Combat Chinook galore from BoYcaH. He's got 5 combat Chinooks, of which seem pretty full, but there are stealth tunnels everywhere. It's all about the quad count now. The Spectre actually finished off the arms dealer, so this quads, I'm not sure how many quads there are. Another arms dealer been dropped down by SiZe. And BoYcaH's going to try and keep the quad count down. I don't think there's enough quads from SiZe. I think this is... there's only 1 quad left and he doesn't even have AP ammo. And that 1 quad almost got killed. He needs to keep popping and keep chipping away at this army. SiZe in a very bad way. I mean, if he can't get enough quads out, then he's not going to be able to win the game. Quad from range now is going to try and take out this. He's going to go back inside. It's all about that 1 quad versus these 5 combat Chinooks. So, I mean, SiZe just didn't have the AP ammo. I mean, even now, he needs to get it. He's dropping down more arms dealers desperately. Desperately trying to drop down as many arms dealers as he can. He's got enough RPGs. He could bring it, if he just gets all of his RPGs and brings them here, he could maybe hold on long enough to get some Vs out, some quads out. But at this point, his one quad has been picked off. At this point, it really looks like SiZe is going to get kicked out of this tournament. It looks like BoYcaH's going to eliminate him. Arms dealers are getting wrecked. There is no more arms dealers out. Rebel Ambush has been used at the bottom left. The CC is now under attack. I think SiZe is out. I really do. BoYcaH is putting in an absolutely phenomenal performance. Rebels are getting cleared, but I mean, SiZe just doesn't have any anti-air to take this out. He does have all the RPGs though. He could use the RPGs to fend him off and to fend off the from the arms dealers, but SiZe has got 5k now. He wasn't even dropping down stingers, or I suppose at this point, is it worth doing anything? I mean, he's probably lost the game. He's got a sneaky tunnel here at the I mean, what's going on with that track? Like, where's that track come from? Looks like that track has actually gone straight through. Straight through the supply. SiZe is distracting, hopefully long enough for himself to get a quad out. Maybe he wants to stealth that arms dealer. Ooh, SiZe is desperately trying to hold on as long as he can. One combat sneak does go down. Don't even know what took that out. Was it the RPGs? BoYcaH's just desperately trying to clear the middle now. His V numbers are pretty thin though. He does have a few Vs back at home, but he doesn't have much economy. It all comes down to can he get quads out? The combat sneaks on top of the arms dealer again. Yeah, SiZe has just not had enough quads out. SiZe still has 5k, so he can still drop down another one somewhere. Maybe he should have dropped one down there and stealthed it. It really looks like SiZe is going to be eliminated here. BoYcaH's going to take this game, I think. GG from SiZe. Well played, BoYcaH. He goes through to the finals. SiZe is eliminated. Amazing game. To be honest, I didn't expect that. I actually expected it to go to a decider. But yeah, maybe it came down to that hijacker not actually reaching his target, not getting power. If SiZe had got power, and also it came down to that leaflet eliminating most of SiZe's army, and then the carpet coming in and finishing it off. SiZe only had a few quads left, whereas BoYcaH just invested heavily in the combat Chinooks, and then managed to just go inside of SiZe's base and completely wipe him out. So GG, well played. SiZe is eliminated, and we're now down to the final 3 players. Final 3 players left in this tournament. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the bracket. So here we are with a very fancy bracket. We've got BoYcaH against SiZe here today. 7-5 is the score. BoYcaH goes through to the grand finals. He will face either xCal or Vivid, who actually will fight on Monday at 15 GMT on Monday. Live streamed here on DoMiNaToR 0. So yeah, Monday 15 GMT. Amazing game, that final game there, but sadly for SiZe, he has got himself eliminated here today. BoYcaH with a super epic performance. So yeah, we will now change it. So SiZe is now eliminated. Only remaining will be Vivid, xCal, and BoYcaH. I think xCal is probably the favorite to beat Vivid, but Vivid is super strong. Has gone very, very equal with BoYcaH in the past, like in the World Series, the semi-final. We saw BoYcaH and Vivid go right down to the wire in a final decider, like a tank mirror on Snowy Dry it was. So yeah, GG's well played today. But yeah, on Monday we'll see xCal versus Vivid, and then the winner of that will obviously face BoYcaH. Again, $600 prize pool, $500 for first place, $100 for second place. So GG's well played to BoYcaH today. Absolutely amazing games as usual. Almost 4 hours of 0 hour. We also gained a new follower and a new hopefully 0 hour player, which is Al. He's going to install the game by the sounds of it. So GG, well played. Welcome to Al. Yeah, sadly for SiZe he's eliminated, and BoYcaH will go up against either xCal or Vivid in the grand final. So GG, hopefully you enjoyed it, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to end the stream right there, and then I'll see you probably back either tomorrow or I'll see you there on Monday for the XCal Vivid games. Let me know your predictions for that. GG's, and I'll see you very soon.